This music is so good. Welcome everybody to Wani. I hope you guys are having a good day today. Intrigued on how this is going to go. But is what it is. Oh, skim. Oh. Why are you texting me this now? H-Box beat his record. Crazy. New Vegas Radio Live is at this. Somebody's advertising that on freaking Twitter. That's crazy. You want to listen to Fallout New Vegas Radio live on Twitch, or if you're smart and just watch it over YouTube. Oh, man. September 4th, year, question mark, 201M 2023 BC. I have no clue how that means. I guess February 1st, 2023? Actually, no. 2nd of January. Because I would assume the 1M means month. Like how it's BC. Amid the arid heat of the morning sun of Volcaldera Bluffs. I can't help but miss living in the more temperate weather of the Midwest. Summer sleeves are in style this year. That jacket's aroma blog better be right. The suede thing is killing me. Well, at least it's guaranteed to start getting chillier in a few weeks. It's hard to place. I guess September then maybe. I don't know. It's such a tough way to tell on that whatchamacallit, the date. Besides, I'm sure to make an impression with this, Amber, Kobe, and Flint is all the rage these days. It's puns. I sigh and lean back in a hard plastic seat of the Metro. I'm on my way to my first day in a new school. Ordinarily, I'd be glued to my phone on the trip, but there's too much on my mind right now. Folks, Sitch requires us. I hate him already. Why did you do this to me, Braven? My fall sitch requires us to move frequently, which gives me little time to fit in. Much like how Rolling Stones gathers no moss, I can never make a friend I'd keep longer than a year. And just a lot of promises to keep in touch that petered off within months. Admittedly, it was my fault in the end. But that's all going to change starting today. I'm going into senior year now. It's my very last chance to prepare for the world ahead. Luckily for me, the cards are stacked in my favor. Clearly they're stacked. Clearly. I don't think so. If you remember my backpack from my DSLR, man, you were rich. I could never afford one. Until my fingers absentmindedly fiddle with the middle dial, or the mode dial. St. Hamon Hyde High School is extremely well known for their artist curriculum. In other words, I'll be surrounded by people that share my interests. Even if it's a bit of a ride away. Speaking of rides, I was hoping my parents could drive me there tonight. By the time I was up, though, they were already left from work. No big deal. I like the hustle and bustle of public transportation. I imagine I'm going to have to get used to this anyway. As time passes, my mom wanders in memories of previous schools. They all sucked. Hey, I need to make the most of the situation I'm in and not get all sad like this. I need to do something like take a selfie with the hobo next to me. In parentheses, I won't get stabbed. Get up and breathe in that fresh city air. Remain seated and do nothing, wuss. Let's take a selfie with the hobo. I'm interrupted by the ding of the terminal board and the car gradually starts coming to a stop. I step off the metro heading out of the station, and I follow other students heading towards the school. Oddly enough, I'm only seeing dinosaur students, not another human to be seen anywhere. You are on the wrong side of town. Must be one of those dino-heavy regions. Damn, Volcandro Bluffs doesn't tell you that? Never would have thought. The pathway leads to a stone bridge that goes over a small creek. As I walk across, I notice other students meet in pairs and walk with each other. The air begins to fill with the sounds of laughter and stories of how their summer break went. I don't know if I'm going to do voices for everybody on this, to be honest with you. Let me know in the comments, I guess, whenever this does get uploaded to YouTube as a VOD backup. I don't know. There it is. The school peeks out over the trees ahead of me, as though inspecting and welcoming me inside. I cannot read. St. Hamon Hyde, my new home away from home for the next year. Stop and take a deep breath. The air here is crisp, reminding me of an old campground I went to back in elementary school. Once again, I'm handed an opportunity to make something of myself. I'm apprehensive, but hopeful. It is my last shot at this. There's no going back. Take my first steps forward. Or onwards. I can't read. Here we go again. Just as bold as Esam. Students mill about the front yard. The school is known for its heavily prioritized art programs. Over 2/3 of the graduates end up pursuing a career in the arts. And while half of them regret it and what they have read, they're still playing that need, right? It's also management's claim to fame, with the facade on the front entrance being dominated by a vibrant mural. I got a good feeling about this place. A few students eyeball me as I continue walking in. Some friends whisper to each other. I just knew this jacket was going to pay off. The front doors are propped wide open, and I already feel the cool breeze inviting me in. Inside a familiar, yet brand new sight. I hadn't mentioned it yet, but the school is also unique for its student body. It's composed mostly entirely of dinosaurs, all manner of serene herbivores and otherwise. Scalies, feathers, tails. Is that a tether? Wings, talons, webbed hands. Not even to mention the colors. We are looking at cereal boxes, aren't we? All vibrant enough to challenge the bright murals of the school outside. That's... Wait a minute. We can't just put that there. It's fucking Dexter. What? Dozens of students march about, reconnecting with past friends and meeting new ones. Some anxiously glance at their schedules, checking every door as though they were numbered at random. Probably shouldn't be standing here. Stare. Whoa, is that a human? Whoa. So surrounded and overrun by a crowd of neon-colored teenagers. Clearly my jacket is working like a charm. Whoa, he's like a life-size mannequin. Hey, new kid. Is this what it's like to be popular? I really wasn't expecting this to happen this quickly. Jacket is working wonders, bro. A few students are taking pictures with their phones. I even see some with sketchbooks and pens in hand, rapidly scribbling on pages. Whoa, human. Are you like a foreign exchange student? In the chaos, I feel a few people touch my hands. Whoa, human skin feels weird. It's like they've never seen one before. Jeez, a bit uncalled for. And we go along with it. There's so much happening and I don't want to be a party pooper. A few more people shout out to me to get my attention. Hey, could you like look over here for a side profile? Oh man, this would be good reference material. Wait, I need to get a better look at his skin texture. Once again, I find myself frozen, all muttering quietly as I hastily try to follow their instructions. Eventually, all the students take their photos. And talk to themselves out before disappearing back to their own friend groups. By the time I recover from the shock situation, last one breaks off and I find myself seemingly all alone again. All alone again. Game's OST's a bop. What's up? That was my chance to socialize. Yep, and just like me, IRL, blew it. I blew it. You're a human, right? You know shit. I try to say, the Tom's girl leans forward, scanning me up and down. This is it, time to seal the deal and get a new friend. Yeah. Close enough. Hey, can I, get a selfie with you? Be great for one of my classes. Yeah, definitely. She puts an arm around my back and shoulder hug while she poses dramatically. Maybe a bit too friendly. Big smile now. She takes the picture off and checks it enthusiastically. So, I'm Inko. Huh? Oh, cool. Yeah. Anyway, I gotta go. What's the photo for, by the way? She pauses, aloofly chewing some gum. My fashion design class, that jacket is balling. Thanks for the pic, hon. And she's gone. Well, feel my shoulders sag as to taking the now spare all the way around me. Alright, sparse. That must have been my 15 minutes of fame, and we blew it. I don't think it would last 15 minutes. But there's no way I've already blown it. Surely. I tried to shake away the negative thoughts. Focus on the positive. For a brief moment, I was to talk to school. Yeah. Click, click, click. Familiar sound draws my attention. I know what that is. At the end of the hall, there's someone kneeling. One of the latest camera models, if I'm not mistaken. Hey! Guy flinches. I flinched too. I hadn't meant I hadn't meant to shout at him. A few students around me don't bat an eye at it though. Sorry about the yell. No, it's fine. I managed to get the shot of him. The best pectile boy, I think he's a parasol. Double checks the camera's display and smiles. Yep, perfect. That'll be fine print for the year. Can I see it? His grin seems to widen at my interest. Of course, here. He turns the display towards me, showing a shot of the hallway, and me as the focal point. Pretty good, right? I look a little closer and notice that I think it's a little out of focus and dark. What do you have your f-stop set at? Bro did not even set it. I bet he didn't even white balance it. This was one of my nerd things back in college when I was taking this shit. Oh my god, the kids couldn't figure out how to white balance it. But this song goes hard. Why is this music so good? Gosh. He stops and glances up at me, pleasantly surprised to get a real answer. Yeah, I'm a bit of a photographer myself. Taking it as an elective, too. With Mr. I'm assuming that's an I. Idekin? I'm gonna call it Idekin. Probably wrong. I apologize to anybody that might be offended by that. Thinking back to my memorized class schedule, the name does sound familiar. Yep. Oh, snap. Cool. We'll be classmates. Mr. Idekin's busy, so he just teaches it for one period. He offers his hand out for a handshake. I'm Ben. Inco. Friend achieved. I'm actually new here. Kind of figured, being the only human student this year and all. Say Hammond isn't one of the more popular schools, but the staff put a lot of effort into the arts program. Even the campus itself, it's designed like a living art piece, so if you ever need help. In the pause, I'm guessing he's offering some help. I wouldn't say no to a tour. A tour, you say? Well, I'm only going back to the principal's office, but I can point out some neat stuff along the way. He raises an eyebrow to himself in contemplation. Might be a good idea to meet the principal, too. He waits for me to follow him. Dude, this song is so good. Turns out he wasn't just an avid photographer like me, but also the school council president. Damn. Bro had goals. One of his priorities was taking photos of the school yearbook for the first day page. Every few minutes we paused so Ben could take a couple of shots, mainly of the students talking with each other. And while I will watch, I had considered helping him in some way. I mean, that camera looks amazing, but there's all his extra lenses in the bag. I feel absolute elation to finally know someone that's into photography. It is true. It hits once you finally somebody that's into it. I really want to broach it. But Ben fills the air between us, talking more about the school. Which is why we still go to the feather tickles, even though I think it's a tad distasteful. Oh, by the feather tickles. Talking about a school name. Dang, you're pretty good at this. Do you give tours to all the new students? Not really, although it is something I've thought about a lot. Oh, hold that thought. Hey, Lunara. Ben goes to greet the student, putting up some intricate wall banners. Oh, hey, Ben. You have a good summer vacation? I did. Great work on the decorations. They look even better than last year's. Oh, thank you. What's all this for? She steps aside so I can fully view the banner she just finished with. The Cultural Arts Club. We meet every Thursday after school and look at antique artwork. Go up to Pennsylvania, you'll find plenty of antiques. She initially looked past me to talk to Ben, but she grasps once she realizes, "You're a human, right?" Oh, that's a silly question. You should totally join. I just love human culture. There's this amazing set of ancient masks at my place from ancient Europe, and I just adore it. Well, that's impressive. I think you'd make a good curator. You know what? I probably would. After that club display during Spirit Week last year, I gotta agree. We spent weeks studying that tribe and weeks more practicing those dances. We also study and paint those styles, like we're learning the techniques of the old masters. Hopefully soon we can even get into sculpting, like those old Venus statues. We plan on getting one to look at sometime this year. What do you think? It'd be great if you could come. Hey, that'd be neat. What do you say, Inko? Maybe. I do love culture. Ah, yes. A man of culture. Clearly Inko. Inko does not have that vibe. God, this music goes hard though. This goes so hard. I'd love to hear it. I'll think about it. No way, I'd sooner endure a second Impact event than wear something like that. Well, hey, nice to catch up, Lunar. We got places to be. Take care. Bye! She waves us off and Ben continues leading me to the principal's office. Hey, Ben. Oh, hey, Michael, listen, can't talk right now, but I'll have to catch up later, yeah? I'm floored. This guy seems to know about everyone in the school as much as they know about him. Talk about being on top of things. He points out a few minor landmarks in the school and stops to greet a number of students happy to see him after the summer break. Man, sorry for having to stop so much. No way, I think it's cool you know everyone. If only it could be cool without making us late. He notices a few more noteworthy landmarks, eventually leading me to its biggest draw. I knew this place was known for the art, but wow. Just outside the administrative office, the hallway is filled with wonderful little pieces of art. Paintings line the walls with name placards beneath detailing who artists were. All created by alumni and attending students of the school. And this is the gallery. All those pieces have been featured in all kinds of articles and presentations. Whoa. I know, right? One moment. Ben turns to the nearest door and gives it a polite knock. Who is it? It's me, Principal Scally. And a raptor, no older than her mid-30s, exits the room holding a steaming mug and sporting a tired smile. Oh, she's a principal. Good morning, Benjamin. Good morning. Inko, this is our esteemed principal. Yeah, she's been here for a hot minute. Good morning, ma'am. Her eyes shoot wide, mid-sip of her coffee. Oh, I hadn't noticed. It would be Mr. Ganito, yes? Yes, but my name... How wonderful. Gone is the exhaustion in her face instead of replaced with a very wide smile. We're so happy that you chose my school for your last year, Mr. Nito. Ben, be sure to give him a thorough St. Hammond welcome, okay? I already was. If you ever need assistance, my office is always open, Mr. Nito. Not to mention the student council is also available for help. Isn't that right, Ben? Yes, Principal Scallon. Thank you, Principal Scallon. Oh, and Ben, I'm going, please. But Parasaurus is dragged into the office, leaving me alone in the school gala. Whatever they're saying, I can't hear over the ambient noise of the student body. Either way, it's probably just not something I'm meant to hear. Move a few feet away, out of earshot of the discussion inside. On the wall besides me is a framed panoramic landscape of the city painted by hand. Damn, that's actually like a good piece. What the hell? Use this thing as a map of how detailed it is. No wonder it's hanging so predominantly by the principal's office. The general brushstrokes. Analyzing the picture chat.
Oh.
The vibrant colors, the evening sun bouncing off the windows in a majestic scarlet sky enveloping the horizon, all of which combine together to give the dreamscape feeling, like it's an idealized vision of the city. It's beautiful. I've never been a big admirer of paintings, but I can't deny that this is a masterpiece. Only a teacher could have been able to express the scenic beauty of the city with this level of skill and passion. I'm gonna draw my Cave-On Stone 60 from my bag, dude. Hey, with a compact lens, I barely fit the entirety of the painting in frame with Photoshop. Checking the copy on my display, I realized I left out the title of the artist of the piece. The tag says Dreamscape. Artist O. Halford, 9th grade. First place, 201M 2020. A freshman did this? Jeez. Then I look at the rest of the paintings, this is insane. It's all so much better than what I've made. Almost all the pieces are beautifully drawn. Acrylic, charcoal, pastel, and yet not even one photo. Hey, Inko, I'm back. I'm a senior. How on earth am I meant to even start measuring up here? Inko? What's that sound? Ben nudges me with the back of his hand as the commotion gets closer. Hey, watch it, jackass. Slow your roll, leatherface. My leg! I watch as the perpetrator, aggressor, gator finally rounds the corner and comes barreling down the hallway, speeding right towards us. My instincts kick in and I stumble to the side to avoid the oncoming collision. Just a split second I could get a good look at my assailant. Damn. She's flying. Green scales, messy hair, and faded purple hoodie. She propels herself forward with dexterous hands spinning the large wheels on her. I only now notice that she's in a wheelchair. I didn't even know you could go that fast in one of those. She glances my way, her pupils lock on the line. Her gray and gold eyes are marred by bags, and she hasn't slept in days. The girl's entire presence is ghostly. And that expression, it's like she's looking straight through me. I'm sure she barely registers my existence, but I don't think I'll ever forget that little face. just as fast as she came, however. She's not. As she leaves, I feel the weight is lifted off my shoulders, or from my shoulders. At least until I trip directly into a glass case behind me. Oof. Hey, watch it. Whoops. Parasaur's hands rose over the display carefully, his eyes filled with wonder. You looking for something? Cracks. Usually when another student falls into some crack or scratch. I guess it's just the dino thing. You humans are lucky you don't gotta sweat over this kind of stuff. That happens often? Often enough to drain school funds and repairs. That can't be good. Well, not to brag, but I do. But I make do. I can't read. I apologize. A vibrato chime echoes through the hallway, through now the empty hallway. I freeze, tardy on the first day. Huh, whoops. Sorry to run on like that. You should get going to your first class. When I need a tardy slip or something? Nah, it's the first day, teachers are learning it. I'm fine either way, since, one of the benefits of being in class is, what's your first period? Physical education. You better run. You'll be fine. Gymnasium's down that way. Don't keep them waiting too long. I need to get going too. Keep who waiting. I gotta go, bye! Well, he walks fast when he has somewhere to be. That reaction doesn't exactly instill confidence in you. It doesn't instill anything to me. I'm terrified. OST goes hard. I follow Ben's directions towards the school gymnasium. After all the earlier commotion, it's the first quiet moment to myself. Might as well take it to finally sort my thoughts. Let's see. What do I think of this place so far? It's certainly livelier than any of the other schools I've been to. Ever since I stepped foot in here, everything has been so lively. And everyone seems so exuberant. I cannot say that word. It makes me feel a little out of my depth since I'm so used to the opposite. There are people like that girl earlier are eager to share their hobbies almost without being prompted. Everywhere else I've been, people just keep to themselves, like they're only there because they have to. That's true. But then again, you're in an art school, it's like people are way more outgoing about what they like. The school's art program attracts people. The students here don't have to be there. They're choosing to be here, and that's why it's so active. Exactly. I was in a science and math school. That was a trip. Well, alright, what can I do with this information? Means I can probably be friends with anyone I want, right? Weird to say, but with everyone here sort of working with each other is bound to be insane level of camaraderie too. Maybe I won't even have to try. I'm almost at the gymnasium now, though, so I'll hold that thought for later. I can't believe they have a Dexter's Lab like reference. Gym class, where the boys are separated from the men and women with Herculean physiques aren't able to show off their sculpted bodies. That was not my gym class in science, though. We were all nerds. I'm beginning to remember how much I dreaded going to PE. The innumerable bad experiences from past schools pale in comparison to many skidded knees and broken breasts. School's phys ed is a lot less cool. Backgrounds. I forgot these backgrounds. still doing these horrible backgrounds. As I stand before the wooden double doors leading into the gym, I'm struck with how empty the area looks. That's followed by me catching the sound of physical activity coming from within the gym itself. Shoot, I really am late. Ben's earlier warning echoes in my head like a foreboding spirit. I peer through the small windows on the doors and see students standing shoulder to shoulder. Towering over them is a primate who I can only guess is our gym teacher, with his arms crossed and scowl on his face. I hope I can get away with being tardy. As I walk into the... My first thought is how lucky I am to be alive. I don't even know what was thrown at me, but it might as well have been a cannonball. I spot the gym teacher, and even through his baseball cap, I can feel his stare rage piercing my soul. Such intensity in that ideal throwing form. It only missed by centimeters. That was a warning shot. Know this and know it well, son. I have a policy. Each of my platoons gets one free miss from me a year, and you just sped it. I shift my eyes to the students lined up next to him, and they're so stiff with fear that I can't tell what they're feeling. You got 3 seconds to lay it on the front of your squadron. Why in the great name of KV Drocket are you late? Well, I didn't move. Hint taken. I shut my mouth. Simeon Scholar starts marching back and forth like a drill sergeant. Listen up, because I'm only going to say this once. In this class, we operate on tough luck. We learn from our mistakes, so you better pray to Raptor Jesus you don't forget them. Because if you do, with 3 monstrous steps, the coach closed the distance to 10 yards, the tower over me, I will be very upset. I'm just picturing him with like the voice of like every stereotypical drill sergeant. It reflects poorly on all of us, and that is not something I will accept. So I would love to see you maggots succeed, but if you don't, I'll make it unforgettable. Am I understood? I nod my head in fear. Fan-freaking-tastic. Now then, join the rest of your ranks and stiffen up. As I confirm my platter is intact, I shuffle over to where my colleagues stand. Oh my god, that poorly drawn background. I feel them staring at me with anger, like I'm responsible for the coach's teaching style. What an appalling first impression to make. I should just quit and start over somewhere else while I still can. The teacher takes a second to glance over us, reminding himself of where he was before I interrupted. Attention, maggots! You will all drop and give me 20 of the finest push-ups. Those guts BS being ants fart off the pristine gym floor, else. With a violently loud blow of his whistle, the coach also takes his position to show the proper technique. I have my wince as my knees impact roughly on the ground. Real pain starts as I try to keep pace with everyone around me. My biceps and forearms threaten to splinter from the weight of my body and the spread of my jerky movements. I never realized just how badly out of shape I was. On your feet, bipedal slugs. This guy, he ain't human. No shit. Some kind of primate, maybe. A close relative. I can feel my muscles hollering in pure agony as I force myself up from the gymnasium floor. By the time I'm back on my feet, my breathing is heavy and coming out in whistles. Now then, since this is your only first day of school, how about we have ourselves a good old game of dodgeball? Did he just say dodgeball? I miss dodgeball. Too bad it's banned in my district because of lawsuits. Oh yeah, dodgeball time. This has to be an important character. I should have glanced towards the overly enthusiastic dino next to me, who was absolutely elated by the prospect of the upcoming game. I've only finished a warm-up and my muscles are already screaming. My knees shake, my lungs burn, and I'm drenched in sweat, and I'm sure I might need a shower after this. It sucks too that you have phys ed the first period of the day. That sucked. I had that for 1 year, and that was so atrocious. And then he reeked all freaking day after. No amount of deodorant helped on that, and you couldn't shower or anything after in the schools. Aren't we lucky first day of school and we get to play the game? I don't do dodgeball. Why not? I'm not exactly. Alright, maggots, pick a side and keep the numbers even. This is a suicide match. And free-for-all, too. Damien, why don't you socialize by picking your teammates? Shades, you're on blue team. Why are there teams if it's a free-for-all? Alright, I'm going to human side. Before I can figure out the rules of the dodgeball game, the Diphlorosaurus, I'm botching that hard, wraps his arm around my neck and brings me to the side of the field. Oh, and one last thing. This Learentown frees me on the spot. What's the first rule? We only got one. Have fun? Gang up on the weakest one. Wait, what? You better unlock your UI Goku right now, bro. I do my best to dodge the oncoming flurry of red rubber spheres coming my way like bullets. I dive to the ground, avoiding the oncoming projectiles as they soar overhead and pelt my comrades. I hear the blows and the guttural groans of those who've already succumbed to the onslaught of inflated orbs. Combat crawling away from the fierce front. I entrench myself along the edge of the field in hopes of being ignored. I cast my gaze on the rest of my allies and, oh god, it's full rout, so many bots. So, how's your first day of school treating you? I look up to see the fin dino, the same pink, the Dilophosaurus, who dragged me into the silent court, staring down at me and smiling. What do you think? I watch he casually dodges an incoming ball before throwing his own. Name's Damon, by the way. Inco, nice to meet you. You two, Chromodome and Fruits. Who said that you two had time to talk? Does my gymnasium look like a debate stage? Well, you got a stage behind you. I mean, maybe we got some of those stands for the auditorium, maybe? I know a guy's uncle who could really make a classy podium. I look up at Damien with absolute bewilderment. This guy thinking the coach looks like he's about to explode. Do not play smart with me, son. Keep your trap shut and eyes focused on the enemy. He just smiles and gives the coach a thumbs up, as if we were in the middle of an active war zone. You got it, Mr. Sully. Oh my god, it's Sully. Sullivan. That's Coach Sully to you. And what's the hold-up, Shades? You're just making yourself an easy target on the floor. Get up and play to win. Play to win, you say? Alright, let me get out my credit card. Alright, guess it's my time to do something worth. But I'm not exactly good at dodgeball. Oh, maybe I can do the whole blocking thing for everyone. I should hopefully make it so everyone isn't peeved at me for wasting the warning shot. But here's the thing. But here's where things change. I can totally turn this around. All is equal in the court. A ball aimlessly rolls to the floor in front of me, calling out to me, blind ammunition. I somehow weave through the 2 shots and pick up the ball. Oh yeah, I'm feeling it now. I'm on fire. Look at that smile. There's no way I'm losing now. I grab the ball and start blocking any shot that so much crosses our side of the field. Yeah, I'm doing great. Block 1, block 2, block 3. Now I'm really feeling it. I bet everyone's looking at me right now. Any thought of playing the game suddenly left my mind as if it was never there. Who cares? Doing this is more than enough. I can beat a step. Hey, new guy! A new voice catches my attention. The crimson pair of swords. Think fast. What? Bang! Oh shit! We got knocked the fuck out. And the game ends. We died. And it's joke. Floor is cold. Maybe I shouldn't have come here at all. Who would have thought an art school would have that competitive dodgeball? A pair of extremely dirty sneakers enter my field of view. You want to get up, Shades? No, I give up. Bonk. Man, that hurts. How long was I out? Laying down on something soft, and where am I? Yeah, we got knocked out, dog. We got concussed. My vision clears and I sit up in a plastic bed. Sure is bright in here. Oh shit. I broke my sunglasses. Luckily I brought a reserve pair. Much better. I stand for the rubber mattress, taking a tiny room finally. All alone, not even a school nurse or anything. Oh, there she is. Looks like she's attending to another student who has his snout stuck in a cone. Huh. Look at the clock on the wall, it's already noon. Explain the pounding headache. Finally awake, Shades. I sit ramrod straight. The fear of God is stricken into me once more. Calm yourself, cadet. You ate dirt pretty hard back there. Oh man, yeah. Wait, you did that? I did. Pelted you right in the back. Did you know that? Did you know why? Or do you know why? Because I messed up? Be more specific, kid. Because I couldn't be a good teammate and got hit in the face? Wrong. It was after that. Nothing happened after that. No, you gave up. But I was doing well. You think so? I was blocking the balls and all. You weren't blocking anything. You were showing off. You found a single thing you could do and started dancing around like a clown. You focused on the easy thing and gave up the real thing. You were so focused that you forgot to look around for a moment. And here you are. I know a defeated man when I see one, and there's no way in hell I'm letting a student of mine give up so easy. It's the first period of the day, and you're already giving up. Either way, that's a pretty bad lump you ended up with. Gotta watch around some students, if you know what I mean. I blinked a few times and recalled a chick that yelled at me catch, followed by pounding me in the face. That one, she's, chuckles to himself a bit. She's something, alright. Yeah, like the devil herself. Anyways, take the rest of the day off, kid. What? I'm telling you to go home. Principal gave me the okay. With my head pounding under the step. Yeah, we should. We're concussed. We need to be going home. Well, I don't want to give up so easily. No, you should go home to your folks. Right. About that. I tried calling them earlier. Couldn't reach them. I give a sad half smile. Yeah, sounds about right. I can make it home fine on my own. When you get back, don't give up so easily. He nods the door to the He holds the door to the nurse's office open. I nod and exit the office. Coach Sully closing the door behind me. Answer me, Sullivan. Like I would give him the soldier's voice in TF2. But I can't do that voice. I suck at doing voices. This is one reason why I was kind of hesitant on playing these games. So I do apologize. Here's for tomorrow. Brown paper bag shoved into my arms along with my backpack. Peeking in and see something blue and gold wrapped in plastic. If you hadn't been late, you could have changed into those. Thank you, sir. Next time, Shades, think faster. You got it? Yes, sir. His smile is positively unnerving. Now scram, cadet. Well, this is officially the worst day I've ever had. As my feet drag along the linoleum floor, I can't help but painfully think of all the failures in the past few hours. No thanks to a prominent bump on the back of my head. Ow. Worse than everyone here, both on the creative and physical level. I know I really shouldn't be bothered by it, but I hate seeing just how far behind I am compared to everyone else. I feel bad. And I thought I'd make new friends. What was I thinking? Stopped and shook my head for a bit. What the heck am I doing sulking like this? It's a bad first day, but it's just the first day. There's still the rest. I still met Ben and Damien. They're pretty cool. I'm not gonna let my optimism be ruined just because of a bad dodgeball match. Just you wait, Saint Haman. Today was just a test run. Tomorrow's the real deal. Morning comes. Always had a decent internal clock, a new record. But it's a new record for me to get accustomed to the new sleeping schedule in just one day. Damn, you got some good choice in games over there. And by games, you got Bootleg Iron Man. That's crazy. Definitely a room. If only I had one. Oh, this song is hard. Looks like a decent internal clock, especially with this fully grown lump on my scalp. I move an arm from my sheets and feel my head. Yeah, that's bruised real good. Could be worse though. Alright, time to get up. I slump out of bed and yawn, stretching my arms and cracking my spine a bit. My new room is pretty nice. Quite spacious, even with all the new still sealed boxes. Brush my hand over one of them, the one with my other clothes. I'll get around to opening them at some point. Right now, though, it's just time for breakfast. I shovel downstairs into the heart of the house. The morning sunbeams through the window draws my eyes out to look at the new neighborhood. Driveway is empty. Looks like my parents are already gone for the day. No surprise there, really. It's all they ever focus on. Bro, you were like a Gen Xer. Shiver runs up my spine and as my feet step on the icy tiles of the kitchen. I don't see tiles here, bro. That's wood. Familiar sticky note on the fridge, and I don't even have to read it to know what it says. At this point, Mom's just wasting paper. All least she could do is reuse the same note, make small addendums to it. I snag my plate from the nearest drawer and open up the freezer. Yeah, feel that. The song goes hard though. I snag a plate from the nearest freezer. No fresh produce to be seen, but there's still mostly a full box of breakfast burritos. Let's go, breakfast burritos. Yeah, I've been trying to appreciate ethnic cultures more. Plate loaded with a couple of minuscule flour wrapped meals. I set the microwave and wait for the burritos to hopefully not explode and burn on the inside. While I wait, I check my phone. I scan over my newsfeed. Check out some of the people. See something real quick. options. Turn that down like a hair. Thank you. The song is going hard and I like it, but it's a little loud. Unfortunately, nobody posts videos or streams this early in the morning. Guess I'll watch a suggested video then. Oh, we just watch videos, huh? I brought my phone up and clicked something random. At the ding of the microwave, I retrieve my breakfast, carrying it carefully so I don't burn my hands at the bottom of the plate. I give my first burrito a bite, and oh, the inside's still cool. I'm gonna stick it back in. The tortilla will become a brick then. I shrug it off and continue chewing. That's why you should change the settings on your microwave before you just throw it in and pick a number. Top of the morning, folks! Oh my god, we're watching Jacksepticeye. Finish the half-thawed burritos. Talking on my phone, I slept in the pant late and just sink and head out for the day. This time, I'm at least getting through the day. Today, survive. Tomorrow, thrive. I'll work on it. Top of the morning. On the metro again, I take a little more time to check my surroundings. Sun shines through the windows across my normal seat. There's this one chick there yesterday, probably on her way to work. It's probably set routine for her at this point. She's always does a bit of makeup and then checks her phone for the rest of the way. When the sun shines through the windows, it highlights her hair in a really neat way. Like a movie poster almost. I'd take a picture, but it might be a little too awkward for me. Also, everything's disappeared. Why is it so dark? How's Saint Haman treating you so far, Mr. Nito? How do you know me? A voice so deep that I feel it reverberate in my bones calls from above. I'm taken aback by his authoritative stature. His head is nearly grazing the top of the passenger car. How did he even get in here? Oh, it's been great so far, Mr. Ferris. He offers his hand out for a handshake, though his palm almost smothers my entire hand. How do you know my name? You are clearly going to school. The nearest one is Saint Haman, and I'm already well aware of a new human student. If you don't mind me profiling. Whoa. Yeah, all that from just looking at me? I'm partially joking. The full name is printed on your backpack. You know that's dangerous, right? Oops. Yep, that's me, alright. But please, I know it's only been a few days since the year started, but I'd like to hear your opinion so far. Is this a questionnaire or something? Not exactly, but of some importance to the assignment of mine. What does this mean? Oh, what am I being so secretive for? I'm here to audit your school, see the teachers know the students, make sure it's a proper place of learning. I wish it was something worth being secretive about. More often than not, it's just paperwork and office politics. Oh, alright then. My thoughts on the school so far. Teacher nailing me with a dodgeball to make a point. Nah, I'm over it. Well, the classes I have are great, and the teachers are a dynamic bunch. He dumps the inside of his coat, pocket for his pen, but then decides he doesn't need it yet. I see. Any favorites? I mean, I don't like to have favorites, but all the staff seem pretty light. Ferris lets out a heavy bumbling chuckle. That's certainly good to hear. What are your fellow students? Made any friends? It's been a bit of a struggle, but it's always been that way for me since my folks moved around a lot. I think I'm doing pretty good for this time around. Why do you think that is? I think it's the jacket. It's gotta be the jacket. The jacket. I give my lapel a quick tug for extra style points. You know he popped the collar on it. You know Inco did. Like, the Coastline Cotton Nylon Bomber number 32. Part of the latest catalog by A&F. I see. Does Does he need to lean so close to inspect it? If his carriage rocks anyway, he'd probably turn me into a piece of modern art against the window. And that's really what the youth are into these days. Hey, the results speak for themselves. Whatever he's thinking about, it's nothing to do with his work. I think I have a pretty good idea of what it could be, though. Mr. Ferris, do you got no swag? Huh? Well, I guess that probably answers it. I admit to being a little gray, aware I'm not exactly with it anymore. Well, even the older generation can adjust to a press. You just have to see what people are into to wear. I'm certainly willing to listen to the youth of today. Yes. This is somewhat important to my job to know how the student body thinks. And my niece often suggests dressing more relaxed, whatever that means. Does she ever see you in casual clothes? I'm wearing them now. That's not casual, bro. I can save him. I can save him. The rest of the trip was quick, but we continued with small talk about trends. When we arrive at my stop, he attempts to give me his business card. There's someone whose mere presence could stop a fight. He seems like a genuinely nice fellow. I look forward to talking to him again. Oh god, those burritos were a mistake. My stomach is rolling after the warm-ups. Yep. Alright, maggots. Today we'll be working on your cardiovascular system. By that I mean a good old-fashioned mile run. I want everybody out on the track field yesterday. Notice Damon's mouth open as soon as the coach yells the words, or Coach Sully yells the words. And no, Damon, that doesn't mean I want you to time travel. Unless, of course, you mean running so fast that you hit 88 miles an hour. Just as quickly, Damon shuts his mouth again and shoots Sully a thumbs up. Sully's only reply is to let out a snort. Double time now, cupcakes. No hesitation from me this time. I followed the rest of the class through the run. Sully won it. As expected, I rapidly fell behind the back. Hey, Enko, nice of you to drop by. How are you doing? Well, you're a human. The rest of the dinosaurs probably could run, like, at the speed of a car. We're screwed anyway, bro. Damon, what are you doing back here? Keeping my new buddy company, of course. What are you doing? Trying not to vomit? You're doing great then. Thanks, I guess. Shouldn't you be at the very front of the pack, though? Next to Mia? Nah, man, not her. Mia? You know, the one who knocked you out yesterday. A brief flashback reminds me of the red Carrerasaurus. Oh, her. By the way, glad to see you're doing way better today. You're even up and running. Yeah. Glad I didn't wind up with permanent brain damage. No, I think you did. You were watching Jacksepticeye in the morning. Yeah, I think you did. Hey, question. Was what happened yesterday normal around here? Well, Mia's a wild one, that's for sure. Best not to mess with her unless you're into those kind of chicks. In which case, be my guest. As for Sully, yeah, he's always like that. You'll get used to it, though. He ain't that bad of a guy once he warms up to you. If you say so. Hey, don't worry, man. You're gonna fit right in no time flat. In fact, you should sit with us at lunch. That way we can give you the proper welcome and stuff. Lunch, I mean... Anko, Damon, don't fall behind! Sully's voice snaps me out of my mini stupor and makes me realize how far behind Damon and I have fallen. Behind the rest of the class. Whoops, better catch up with the others before Sully brings out the punitive measure. Excuse me? The what? You don't want to find out, brother. Trust me. What? Come on, dude. Let's jet. I say another word, Damon gets behind me and starts pushing me forward, forcing my legs to move faster than they ever should have. And I tear my ACL. And my career's over. I'm no longer playing basketball. 5 minutes and 3 more laps later, I fall flat on my ass. Heart beating so fast and lungs burning so fierce that every breath feels like sandpaper scrubbing against my throat. Regardless of that, though, I finished the job. The first small step towards conquering my physical weakness. Good job, maggots. Keep this up and you'll be soldiers yet. Sully turns to me and with a slight grin and shoots me a thumbs up. Okay, that's all for today. Hit the lockers, cupcakes. David picks me up. And I join the rest of the male students as we head back to the locker room. We talk a bit more about our interest in other school matters on the way. Damon filling me with a bit of St. Herman's history during the 3 years he's been in attendance. By a bit of luck, our lockers aren't too far apart from one another, but our conversation isn't a real possibility considering all the other ones going on in the relatively cramped locker rooms. There really isn't much more to chat about before the bell rings for our next class switch. I wave goodbye to Damon and start looking for my next class. Don't forget, lunchtime with the buds. I nod in reply and I return around and head down the hall towards my next class. On my way down the hall, I take notice of the surroundings. Though everything about the school seemed pretty normal, there are some key modifications made to be better suit the majority of the student body. Manly water fountains have settled a good 10 or more feet above me. Overall, nothing crazy special. Next class I'm looking forward to, AP Art Design. Damn, AP. Crazy. Class looks like an in-studio classroom on the second floor. Part of the school here is built to be both inside and out with open ceilings and walls here and there. So this is also the art wing that displays pictures that are coated in hydrophobic layers and framed. Although since it's the start of the year, the halls are freshly cleared, waiting to be filled in as the semester passes. Of course, there's no shortage of drains. This hall in particular is displayed prominently in the school's advertising material, and for good reason. Carefully and expertly built dynamic between the surroundings and nature of the school, and even the building materials themselves, is nothing less than mystical. I can already feel the creative juices flowing. Soon enough, I'm standing outside the door to my next class. Much like the school wall outside, it's decorated in various colors and patterns, with each corner painted and tagged by different students. I barely step inside before the bell rings. Since I was the last one in, all but the other seats were taken. It's pretty close to the front. But many students look well prepared. Some are clearly ready to fall asleep within the next few minutes. Then there's the teacher. He's standing up at the board, waiting for me to finish looking around and take a seat. Since he isn't urging me to look for a seat, he must be used to new students taking it all in. That must be the art teacher. Somehow he looks young and old at the same time. Well, don't want to hold class for too long, trying not to take up the teacher's hospitality for granted, but take a seat closest to me in the front row. Even with me sitting down, the art teacher still continues to idle, instead staring at the seated students with a hazy stare. Nobody else seems to be paying attention to him, save for a few people here and there. A few students are whispering something behind me. That wasn't yesterday. Hey, I'm not complaining about less work. Yeah, but on the first day? Huh? So in the way of the teacher's first day as well. So I didn't miss anything in this class. That's pretty cool. Wham! Teacher slams the front of his desk with both fists sounding echoing through the room. It's a signal for all auxiliary conversations to cease, and the class obeys. Despite the sudden furniture abuse, the teacher doesn't look agitated. Rather, he got a massive grin on his face. The phrase "winning smile" comes to mind. Right then. Oh, I love him, dude. There's a feather in everything. The pale pterodactyl holds what looks like to be a metallic tray on a stick. Good morning, class. Thank you, Rap to Jesus, for forcing me to wear prescription shades. My classmates are all wincing in pain and wiping their eyes. welcome to AP Art Design. Holds the stick haphazardly. This is a flash pen. Saw it at an antique store yesterday, thought it'd be good for an introduction. It's not important. Worthless, actually. Class of Winston says the stick is chucked into the garbage bin and shattered. Excuse my absence yesterday. I had some matters to take care of elsewhere. My name is Mr. Ideken. With a blink of the eye, the teacher has replaced the sun on a stick with a fancy marker and managed to scroll his name across the board in the finest show of calligraphy. And I shall be your guide as we explore the expanse of the creative world. Let's not dilly-dally then, shall we? I love him, dude. I love his design. It's awesome. Great teacher so far. For a teacher, he's very animated. Definitely, he's awesome. I like teachers like this. This is the first week we'll be going in-depth on the history of the fundamentals of art. Perhaps a little trial by fire as well, to get your creative juices flowing. There's murmurs of my classmates, though I pay no mind. In fact, the prospect of doing some creative work to create something that I could possibly show off. For a brief moment, I picture my own name on a placard in the hallway outside of the principal's office. For now, though, I'd like to see all of you open up your books to page 3. Write my book. Wait, what book? Wait. Everyone else has a novel-sized hardcover book open. Oh, they must have gotten them yesterday. Now then, class, we'll be starting with I hesitantly raise my hand. Mr. Ideken, sir? I, don't have a book yet. You don't have how? The substitute passed him out yesterday. Oh. His eyes flicker open the second as he connects some internal dots. The word on the street is some new kid got concussed so hard he had to leave early. Did the street at least mention I was doing well before then? Oh, of course not. You're Mr. Nito then. Yes, sir. Given the circumstances, I'll let it slip. For now, why don't you share with one of your classmates? After class, I'll write you a note and you can get it from the librarian. Thank you, sir. I kind of regret being late, so because the only person I can realistically share with is the person by my side. So, hey. Oh! There she is! There's the gator! Wasn't she the one speeding through the hallway yesterday? Just like back then, I feel her gaze piercing and cold as if she's not even seeing me next to her. Would it be cool if we shared the book? It'd only be for today. Instead of a verbal response, she lets out a defeated low groan, like I spit in her cereal. Then she huddles back over her page. Oh gee, sorry I asked. On first day, maybe I won't need it. Olivia, come on, share it with him with this one time. I already told him I personally resolved the issue. Just help me out here, right? She responds by making a show, sighing deeply and rolling her head back and around. Ordinarily, there'd be a groan with this gesture, but she remains silent. Her head hangs low in defeat and she nudges the book just a few centimeters closer to me. Thanks. I slide my own desk closer to her, just enough so I can read the page. While our teacher orates the page as if reading from the death of a hunter, I follow along simultaneously, trying to capture anything that stands out in my notebook. A lot more difficult than expected, as Mr. Ideken seemed to put emphasis on every word he spoke. I feel like I was just copying the page wholesale. My eyes turn from the book to the girl's notes and scratch. These very murderous looking claws on her fingertips. For a split second, I see them react. She wipes her fingertips on a small hand towel, and all the claws extend again into a bright red puddle on her desk. Singular red-colored claw is pressed onto the paper for a moment, then quickly tugged and twirled and twisted, leaving behind a bright red curve sentenced on the page. Cool. The silver irises flick it my way once more. What? What are you doing? What are you doing? Look, that looks pretty cool. And a red creeps across the girl's cheeks. She looks back at the book and hunches her shoulders as high as she humanly, dinally can. Huh. She's now leaning over her notes, even using the book as an extra protection of the pages. Should be focusing on my own notes, yeah. As an impossible task now, though, the colorful calligraphy next to me has piqued my curiosity. Quill Talon continues to decidedly etch notes onto the page. And it only leaves the page to dip into what looks like a tiny paint palette at the edge of her desk. Claws extend again. Now there's a faint rumbling. Hey. I haven't meant to get caught up in it. Sorry, I'll wait for her to give me a name. She doesn't. She really turns her focus to the book between us. I wonder what her deal is. In either case, I turn my attention back to the class. Hope I can make it up for lost time. It's hard to ignore the gator girl, though. Especially when those icy gray eyes of hers feel like icicles poised to stab me. Hey, wait a second. Those hand motions. She's not writing anything right now. She's drawing. Well, it's none of my business. But I am rather curious. I can show leaning back and yawn. Now I can see what it is. It's... Whoa, it's calligraphic doodle of me. It's a calligraphic doodle of me. I can't read that. I apologize. There's no mistaking it. That's my Jackman sunglasses. That's pretty cool. Nobody's ever really drawn me before. Well, there's those others on the first day of school, but that's different. They weren't using their own claws or ink. Oh man, I can't wait. I gotta ask for a closer look. Hey. Question mark. The picture is super cool. Can I see it? She glares at me in the eyes, but slowly brings out the sheath she was doodling on. Paper more visible, I can barely make out all the important details. The line work is sharp, each stroke is organic curve that's combined formed what had to be me. I even had my glasses in the negative space of the head. But what was the multiple swervy lines coming from my drawing's head? Dude, this is great. She rolls her eyes and starts tracing the page. Can I take a picture of it? Why? Nobody's ever done something like that for me. I want to remember. She passes the paper over to me. Yours. Wow, really? Thanks. Don't mention it. But don't. She's nice. After a rolling period made worse by my own anxiety, the bell rings to set us free. Finally, freedom at last. Just stay for a minute longer, Inko. Never mind, we're not getting up class. With a few strokes of his pen, Idakin hands me a note. Just send us to the librarian, she'll hand you your books. On your way now. Woohoo, we're not in trouble. Quick trip to the library earns me my missing books. I got a fancy laminated library card. Idakin's introduction to his class certainly has me excited for photography next. First stop though, lunch. Can't take pictures on an empty stomach. Between my lackluster breakfast and gym class, I'm starving. Despite my hunger though, I'm stopped dead in my tracks as I look around the cafeteria for a place to sit. You are not finding a seat, my guy. The whole place is overtaken by lawless anarchy. I've never seen a riot this intense. Food flies everywhere, utilized by ammunition rather than sustenance. Yet for a security guard by the door isn't moving. This must be acceptable. I shudder to think what would be bad enough to warrant him to take action. I've never seen anything like that at any of my old schools. More importantly, all the cliques have already formed from the previous day. I missed my chance to sit with anybody. Wait, it's only the second day. Why am I accepting it as though it's too late for anything? Yo, Nico! Hey, Nico, let's go bowling! GTA 4 Roman, my guy. Roman was the GOAT. And shoulder checked from behind by what feels like an oversized fist and undersized shoulder. If it wasn't RA'd by a wall, I would have either been sent spiraling or made it to a roadkill. I met with Damien's toothy grin. Ow, what? What, RA forgot about me? You don't got anywhere to be, right? Yeah? You just stuttered. Come on, we're going somewhere else. Or we're going somewhere. You as well, right? Damien excitedly motions me to follow him through the traffic of students going about the lunchroom. Peering in through the crowd, waving me over and disappearing again like he's outrunning something. Yup, we gotta maneuver through this. Good thing I hadn't gotten my own lunch yet, because it'd be dumped on the ground by 3 elbows and a slap a guy. Go to clamoring, I hear something about a turf war restarting with New Year, and Megalodons will continue to rule. Somewhere mixed in there's undeniable sound of steel chair clattering to the ground. Place is an actual war zone now. How on earth is Damien able to breathe through these guys so easily? Because he's in physical shape. Damien's the GOAT, bro. Must protect Damien at all costs. Even though it leads me to the far corner of the room, to his usual lunch table. Hey, you're alive. I think one of my ribs is cracked. Ashes the school spirit you're feeling. Oog. I feel less like a person, more like a well-used punching bag. Got a couple broken ribs at lunch, you know. That's how it's supposed to work. Though that's a bit of a fire hazard. You have a sprinkler up there at the top on the second floor, but it looks like there's no sprinklers here at the first floor at all. That's an issue. It's basically empty. There's only one other person here. The Gator girl gives an unamused raised eyebrow. Hey, you? Oh snap, you know Olivia? Olivia, right, yeah. The one and only. Why didn't you tell me you meant it already? Because I only sort of did. We're in the same class. Oh, okay, I get it now. Still, that sounds awesome. All my lunch buddies are artists. Oh? Oh yeah, there's usually a third in our group, but she's out screwing around in the school business. She'll probably be back tomorrow. Student council stuff can't take that long, right? What's she need with the student council? Oh, she doesn't need anything with the student council. She's in it. She's the treasurer. The treasurer? Something like that. What do you think, Olivia? Olivia just grunts in reply. She doesn't even bother to look up from her lunch tray. Are you an artist too, Damien? I don't got the patience to sit around for hours like that. So you're not taking advantage of the art programs here? Don't really need them. Home's just real close by. Only other artist here today is Olivia. His arms wave over Olivia as if he was presenting her at an auction or something. For her part, the Gator girl just grunts again. Well, what do you do then, Olivia? Finally, she looks up, turning an indifferent look my way. Did she say something? What was that? The heavy yet more noises are a bit too loud. I can't hear a thing. Sorry, I can't hear anything you're saying over there. Don't sweat it, she's just real quiet type. I paint. Whoa, hey. Holy hell, her voice sounds so raspy as if she'd never drunk a drop of water in her life. I guess I had known her before when she gave all those one-syllable responses, but for someone whose voice is restrained from a single shout, she furrows her brow and looks back down at her lunch. Now we've been standing for a while. He sits with that down as Onshin takes a huge bite out of mystery steak. Right food. Working on poor breakfast and packed it famished now, but the line. All eyes look at the lunch line to be. Look, it's become full-blown riot. Someone's got a fire extinguisher trying to stop it. Oh, I probably should have waited for you to get yours. Oops. Damien returns his steak rather aggressively. But who am I to question dino etiquette on the act of using one foot to anchor the food for tearing? Suddenly, the sound of squeaking rubber draws both our attentions forward towards Olivia. She's holding on one of her wheels, having just skidded across the granite floor. Oh, what's up? She tilts her head back towards the courtyard behind us. It looks like there's some vending machines over there. Huh, I guess I'll check them out. I'll leave the group and go try and get lunch. I'm not a fan of soda and chips for a meal, but it's enough for wartime survival. Hey, this thing accepts credit cards, handy. I'm feeling like my favorite color is drywall, store brand soda, pretending to be on a diet, baked chips. A huge fucking idiot, I'm gonna get a sports drink. Well, let's pretend to be on a diet. I love big chips. Picked out a few brands I recognize, enough to tie me up for the rest of the school day. Picked the bags at the dispenser slot, and that green chick's looking at me. She notices me gazing back at her haunches over again hurriedly. What was that all about? Right, making new friends. Buy a few extra sodas for the table. Carrying everything back in both arms, I place him on the empty spot, sliding the can of soda over to Damon. He looks at me like I just tossed him a gold bar. He's pulling it out, bro. Whoa, dude. The D-Lo boy's mouth opens wide as he chops the bottom of the can, his fangs piercing the thin metal and spraying the contents down his gullet. He tosses them over to Olivia as well. She eyes at those as it was booby-trapped before taking a bag of chips. Damon sighs happily as he chucks the shredded remains in his can away. Caffeine amorosa. What were you talking about before? Olivia's art, right. She's really good at it. I think you wouldn't believe. Daily Stick to It nickname? Really? Oh, totally. She's like won awards and stuff. She has? Can I see them? In fact, I could snap some glamour shots for you. No need, dude. I've already got pictures on my phone. No, I mean, hold on. I pick up my backpack on the floor and unzipping and retrieving my beloved camera from it. I'm actually into photography. Dino Man reaches for well-aged DSLR. And instinct, I swat his hand away. Hey. Sorry, force a habit. What do you think, Olivia? She eyes me up and down in the same furrowed brow. Aren't you the guy that ate dirt in the gym yesterday? Yeah, no. She gave it a quick dirty glance before returning to look at Olivia. It wasn't that bad. It was pretty bad. It wasn't. How does everyone seem to know about it? It looks aside sheepishly. I may have had a hand in spreading the story around. I thought it was funny. Don't worry though, everyone has some embarrassing story. One time I got my frills stuck in the bathroom stall. I didn't need to know that. Took him an hour to get it out. See, everybody's got something. Olivia pops a chip in her jaw, her face looking out to nowhere as if she's thinking of something. Damon leans close to me as one of his frills extends to hide from Olivia. Dude, I haven't seen her talk this much during lunch since last year. She said 3 things, and one of them was run. Why the secrecy? It's like a secret meeting. Those are cool. Uh-huh. I relate with David so much. But yeah, there's something else. She's really warming up to you. I can tell. He sits down properly. Honestly, this whole thing is a little creepy. She's probably not a bad person to talk to, but Damon isn't helping any. As eager as I am to make new friends this year, it's definitely not how I thought it would happen, or pan out. Maybe it's the best I can do to get through lunch quickly and quiet. At least I have a spot to sit during lunch, not like I had other options. Oh, there you are, Inko. A voice rings out to me, which catches our attention. I see a familiar backpedal face over to us, with a lunch tray in his hands. Glad to see that you made it to lunch this time. Oh, hey, Ben. I'm guessing you and Inky here already met. Introduced myself after I bumped into him the other day. Speaking of bumps, just seen Inky here yesterday. Dan lets out a crackle and slaps me on the back, igniting the gym pains in my body and almost knocking my glasses off. Ben gives a concerned half smile. This must be my eternal torment for the rest of the semester. Yeah, about yesterday. Ben looks down the aisle of chatting students and signals for someone. Signals someone with his head. Standing 10 feet away from us is an imposing-looking dinosaur. Blonde hair, crimson scales, and sporting a fiery red leather jacket. Ben motions for her to come closer with a soft smile on her face and nod. He smiles back. She smiles back, though her own is noticeably strained. I'm here. She slowly makes her way over, and I notice some of the students begin to quiet down as she passes by them. Oh, damn. I fuck with her design. As she gets closer, her intense presence invades me. And even though we're about the same height, I can feel like an ant about to get crushed under her boot. Somewhere in me as a synapse connects her face to me tasting bright red rubber yesterday. I really wish it had. Inko, Mia here has something to say to you. Mia stays silent, but strides the last couple of steps rigidly to stand right in front of me. She sucks in the air through her teeth. Sorry. One of the girl's lips start to rise. I didn't mean to knock your lights out. Behind her, I notice Ben wincing. The girl lets out a laugh and lays an arm over my shoulder, her smile growing wider once more. It creeps along my face as her muzzle hears my ears, especially when a puff of hot air blows in my lobe. He's torn away though as I feel her fingers dig roughly into my shoulder. A sharp hiss and whisper scrapes my eardrum. That ball was me being nice, Baldy. Screw the class over again and I'll fucking end you. Holy shit. Nodding and understanding, Mia pushes away from me in a small chair. See? All clear now, Benny boy. Mia, that's not quite. Oh, Boo, you know how I am. Oh, Boo, you know how I am. Her eyes flutter as she looks his way. Yes, I know, but you promised you wouldn't be. Nicer? I know, and I was. So I'll be seeing you later tonight, Benny. Just like we promised. She waves us off collectedly and backs into the crowd, vanishing. Mia's insane. Damien nudges my sides. Dude, I think she really likes you. Ben sighs. Sorry about that, Inko. I heard earlier about what happened at Phys Ed and connected the dots. Mia comes off as rough around the edges, but she actually is really sweet. I'll talk to her about it more later. You and her, huh? Yeah, since the start of high school. The classic jock and nerd pairing sounds like you're living the dream. You know it. But yeah, sorry for your first impression of her isn't ideal. It's fine, it was just dodgeball, not like she was looking to do something. Yeah. Damon? Hmm? Damien looks up from the rest of his meal, having selectively heard his name. Do not spread rumors about your fellow classmates. No worries, Nico and I are cool. That still doesn't make it right. Sure, yes, sir, it does. Yeah, totally. He gives Ben a lazy salute. Ben merely sighs as he places his tray on the table and makes himself comfortable in his seat next to me. As he settles in, Ben notices my camera still out on the table. Oh, is that your camera, Nico? Oh, yeah. I was showing it to Damien and Olivia earlier. Yeah? I feel my instincts kick in from remembering that Ben also works with the camera. Sure, have a look. That's the difference. I watch as Ben gingerly picks up my camera and gives it a thorough inspection. I must say, as far as the standard DSLR goes, yours is very good quality. It's nothing too special, really. Just something I picked up a while back. Well, you have a good taste in camera models. He hands me back my camera, to which I place it back into my backpack. Thanks. With something like that, it'd be easy to get great shots. Well, I do have a small collection in Portfolio Drive. Portfolio? Oh man, I've only just got mine a month ago. But you've gotten like dozens of pieces to choose from New Year's art contest. The what? He missed that announcement. What announcement? The school has an annual art contest for the start of every New Year. The winner gets a small cash prize, but a bigger prize is the fact that the winner's piece is submitted for publication in a couple of big-time magazines. Olivia backed out of the frame. Interesting. Oh wow. That sounds awesome. Of course, that also means a lot of students plan ahead and work all summer for something to submit. Did you have anything for it, Ben? You know it. Well, good luck. Liz said she turned in the perfect piece yesterday. Okay, now I'm interested. Finally, a chance to show my real skill at something I'm good at. Hey, Olivia could help you out. With your shots and her art, you two could totally win. Right, Olivia? Olivia? I'll turn around heads to Olivia, only realize she's disappeared. When did she leave? Confused, I scan the cafeteria. My eyes manage to spot her through the crowd of students. She's rolling towards the cafeteria doors quickly. Just like that, I lost sight of her as fast as I had seen her. I turn to look at Damien and Ben. Damien not only looks puzzled, but also disappointed for some reason. Ben, meanwhile, he almost looks annoyed that Olivia left. Guess she hasn't changed. So it seems. The venomous sting of his words makes me feel like there's more going on than I'm aware of. I decide not to pry into it, but instead bring the conversation back. Well, I still want to try. You can upload your submissions to the school's website. Oh, and then I'll need an account. You don't have one? I don't think so. I've been told they'll get me that stuff by the end of the week. Sounds about right. Truthfully, it takes maybe 5 minutes at most to deal with. Then why the wait? Nobody wants to deal with it. Guess I'll wait then. Ben scratches the side of his head. I think there's someone in Stuco that could help you out, actually. It's Treasurer's Duty day today. So that's where Liz ended up. I don't know any names, so maybe, yeah. Huh, guess I'll go meet Liz sooner than later. I think I'll go take care of that before lunch is over with then. See you in class, Ben. Sure thing. Later, Damien. Deuces, man. Tell Liz I said hi. I grab some leftover snacks on the table in my backpack and head out to the cafeteria. Probably can show off my skills. Show that I'm capable artist as anyone else here. I feel that struggle. Computer lab is an offshoot room of the library. As in the library itself, aside from expected emphasis on anatomy drawing guides, and the likes. It's pretty standard. There's computers. Not to brag, but the school I was at for my freshman and junior years, that library with 2 floors. Crazy. So was mine. But it was originally a gym. Probably should have had a thing or two about all these resources. Getting off topic of the computer lab is the focus. The calm tranquility of the library is taken over by the organized sterility of the lab. Who's texting me? 40 standard-sized sets of computers and monitors line the walls, forming a and I can't even do that word. Around the desks of the teachers in middle school. I remember them being organized differently in elementary school, but for a few years now I've been seeing this formation. Sounds like someone got caught one too many times working on more risky art pieces. The monitors are all turned on, but only one's logged in. Weird. There's nobody here. Damon and Ben said Liz would be here, though. Maybe she's in the bathroom. Not one to pry and snoop around, but I'm really pressured time here. On screen, I see open PDFs that look finance-related and filled with abbreviations and jargon, and I don't understand. Maybe I can figure this out and create my account on my own. What are you doing? Ah! Haunted high school! I didn't mean to scare you. Oh, thank Christ. It's just Dino Girl with an extremely long neck and not a sector. Not really. What are you doing in the fiscal report I was working? I didn't do anything. I've been working on that all day. Why did you touch it? I didn't. I only minimized it, I swear. Right, I'm here for a reason. Are you Liz? The Brachiosaurus furiously reopens all her windows and for a while types out some information before acknowledging me again. Excuse me? And sent me? Nah, Damien told me about you. I met Damien. He said I had to wait for you to sort out my login stuff. Damien mentioned me? Oh, you're the guy that got smeared around in the gym class yesterday. Yeah, I'm Liz. Whoa. Income. But yeah, I'm new here, so I need an account. Not a problem at all. Liz sits down and cracks her knuckles as she starts typing away on the keyboard. Alright, I'll see if I can get that done for you. In a flourishing display of spreadsheets, software experience, Liz navigates and organizes several documents in seconds. I've always had a general idea where a lot of shortcuts and commands, but she's resourceful. That's why she's the treasurer. So, you're an artist too? Since you want to enter the contest so bad? Oh yeah, I'm a photographer. Yeah? How are you liking it here so far? Well, students here usually jump to asking about what they're graduating here for so they can more easily form connections and collaborate. So excuse me if I might be going too fast. No, not at all. I'm a bit more at ease now. You just explained it. It's pretty good, although I feel bad about missing most of the first day. It's no big deal. Guess not. Although, truth be told, I see a lot of this paintings framed in the hallway by the principal's office, and it does put a bit of rain on my parade. Oh, those? Yeah, I get what you mean. I think it's like by design, honestly. Something about breaking the students' egos. Then you end up wanting to improve like crazy so you can reach your goals. At least that's what happened to me. Plan on going to university and getting a degree in design and business. And that's just the start. I'm also starting to become an apprentice for art dealings. I'm getting the right paintings for the right people. My tutor said I'm impressive enough I should start enrolling for any and all the important universities around the country I like. Wow. I mean, I'm also pretty well off myself, but it never occurred to me that I should be this ambitious. Thank you. What about you? What am I going to be? I'm going to be a big influencer, blogger, and crazy popular. I'm going to publish a photography magazine. I don't know, but it's going to be big. Maybe let's be a magazine. Well, it's something. At least more than a lot of people here. What do you mean? Like, after school may as well just be in daycare. Sorry if that sounds rude. We've gotten these school programs and even industry professionals coming in for lectures, but it's like some of these people are just here for their friends happen to be here. No big plans, it seems. Yeah. Wait, you mean like Damien? Yeah, I shouldn't have mentioned it. He's still cool though. Don't get me wrong. I hope me talking about him to you like this doesn't come across douchey. He's definitely a friendly type. He's even partnered with me in gym class and dragged me along to sit with him at lunch. Is that so? Yeah, he was really excited about it too. And then he introduced you to Olivia as well and tried to break the ice so she can come out of her shell. Yeah, how did you know? Oh boy, I'm sorry about that too, Enko. What, is Damon messing with me? No, Damon is great. He's just maybe a little too eager. If he considers you a friend to him, he'll want you to be our friend too. Specifically, he'll want you to be Olivia's friend. What's wrong with that? Nothing at all. Well, you've seen Olivia. You can tell she's a bit unresponsive. Doesn't really like to talk to anyone, not even Damien. So you can definitely try to be a friend, but just that she'll most likely ignore you. You don't like Olivia? What? No, I do. She's fine, I guess. I sit with her during lunch, after all. And I'm sure you'll get along with us just fine. But hey, I'd love to see Olivia make a friend. Just don't get too invested trying to get her to warm up to you. Damien will be down to hang out, though, and I certainly don't mind. It's just that him and Olivia are inseparable. So if the deal turns you off, then it's not your fault either. There's history to that point. There's a lot of history. There's history between Ben and her, it seems like. There's a lot. Inseparable, so they're like girlfriend and boyfriend? No. They just live in the same house. Oh. Damon's also just incredibly patient and outgoing. I envy him. Yeah, he would like nothing more than everyone to get along with, like best buddies. Unless you're like Damien and you can be pleasant to a brick wall forever, your time is probably better spent elsewhere. So how serious are you about your ambitions? Pretty serious, I think. Liz nods. Something to keep in mind, then. It's a struggle, but like Damien says, we gotta keep trying, right? Liz gives me a half-hearted smile, but she seems to be sad about something. Anyway, sorry for talking your ear off about private matters. You still want to get that submission turned in? She stops for a second on one tab to scan for something. And got it. She motions her head back to the room with printers as if it comes to life. I get up and get the paper. Both my username and password are here in string of numbers. I take a snapshot of the username and password so I won't have to remember it. Thanks. Anyways, you should try to hurry. Lunch is ending soon. Right, according to the time display on the monitor, I've only got 10 minutes. Follow my instructions to print out following getting into the student hub of the site. Thankfully, the art contest is displayed prominently across it. This is so much better than the shitty Blackboard. If you remember anything about Blackboard back in the day, you're old like me, and that system sucked. Clicking through a couple of links, I finally find the submission instructions. It's only a matter of putting my entry details and name of the file, dragging it into the school's shared hard drive. Plugging in my portable portfolio hard drive, I create a copy of my magnum opus. I click rename, drag it here, and just in time. Take the extra minute to safely undock my hard drive and then log off the computer. Looking back at Liz, she's completely wrapped up in her work. Don't think interrupting her is a good idea, especially after what she said about Olivia on her own time. I have to simply leave her be, heading out to the room in class. After all, it's time for class I've been looking forward to the most. Photography. Hope I didn't just jinx it for myself. And there's been acting up for first step back into the classroom. It made it even worse when I hit another flashbang. After my 20 other classmates had finished laughing, Mr. Adekin made show away when he was freshly taking a photo from a fancy fold-up camera from the 70s. I dubbed this portrait Julian Sans Police. I hope I did that remotely okay. After he thumbtacked the shot on the cork board, filled with poor snaps of everyone else, Mr. Aitken reassured me and sat me right next to Ben. I just sum of his syllabus in under a minute instead of taking the majority of the time to go over the first lesson of the assignment on exposure and lighting. With each new light fixture he brought up and explained, I felt my mind swell faster with new possibilities of old shots. If only I had that one, or if only I could have used that there. Now then, you have a small taste of it. We'll start you on the first photography assignment. Proper lighting. Salivating at the thought. Mr. Aitken had just finished over his first lesson when we were handed all sorts of equipment to look over. It's the first time I've handled some of these, like this an enormous box light. Oh god, those things suck. That was still taking up the entirety of my desk. Yep. And they will burn the shit out of you if they ran for too long. Especially on the barn doors, be careful. Remember though that they're just tools meant to enhance the photo. You can highlight a turd all you want. It's still a turd. Crude language guarantees a chortle from a few half-listening students. Teacher looks over the clock and hums. Well, I see you managed to finish the lecture a tad bit early. Why don't you all take the last 10 minutes to compare notes and maybe even consider doing the assignment as a collab piece with a classmate? The room is quick to fill with sound and chatter. I wondered if Hey! I turn around to see Ben and his eager grin. You want to do a joint piece, since you don't know any good spots in the school at all? Pull my assignment sheet from beneath the lightweight light on my desk and give it a quick scan again. Present a set of photos demonstrating your understanding of proper lighting. You're allowed to borrow one light tool and must take a shot of the school box. I swear I've handed out this assignment for years now. If one more student just takes a picture of the hallway outside the classroom, I'm going to personally throw them over the railing. Be original, please. I got the perfect place for it. If we work together, we can even use 2 items. The offer is so tempting. Sure. Hold up my hand and Ben takes it and shakes it, sealing the pack. His face is feeling weird from all the smiling today. But I'm sure that I'm enjoying Mr. Adekin's class so much that I couldn't stop. Everybody's slowly zooming in. It feels like I've entered a world to gain from Mr. Adekin's lesson. And the entire world to explore is ever since the move I hadn't had time to actually explore Volcaldria's buff. Bluffs, what do we want to call it? Just volcano bluffs, that's what you really call it now, deal with it. So on occasion I go out on my own into parks and stuff, but who doesn't? Besides, I'd be a pretty lame photographer if I didn't go out and find something to photograph. And you know what? I've been meaning to do a little looking around here. So everyone else's assignment makes them have to split beds. It's like Rose, like inner monologue here, like an anime protagonist. But I get to. Pretty sweet deal if I just say so myself. The hall outside the classroom is the only one major photo op. Between that and the murals outside, I'm starting to find something cool. No, the murals won't work on their own. So if my first thought is to use them, that means likely someone else's first thought. Anything outside the box. I think it's some way to use the school's archetype to my advantage in that way. Inko. Maybe you should see a doctor, man. Head injuries, no laughing matter. I'm fine. What were you saying? I was asking how you were doing, schools and class now? Oh, right. Doing good. Really good, actually. I'm in a class with 100% enjoying and starting to take some genuine friendships. Compared to the disaster yesterday, today has been astoundingly positive. That's good to hear. Yeah, I've got some friends now. Great. Oh, and what about your art submission? Was Liz able to help? Slowly nibbling the corner of my thoughts and mention along that girl. Yeah, she gave me a long in stuff and everything. Uploading submission was a piece of cake after all. Awesome. Though it does make you a competition. Both Liz and I have pieces in the running too. She told me she had submitted something, yeah. But I'm a bit concerned that it didn't have such time at all to prepare anything, but hey, everyone's got a chance. You never know. Yeah, she's pretty cool about it. The whole friend group is pretty welcoming. I think I'm pretty lucky. Lucky? Ben seems perplexed by my statement. He said something at lunch when Olivia finished. I'm noticing for a silent paraplegic she sure has a lot of people upset. Got some hidden drama with her too? No, not really. Wait, two? Who? Anakin calls out to us striding over to inspect. I take you two gentlemen are conveying about your assignment together? He's looking at you disappointed, bro. It's like, I hear what you guys are saying. Oh, of course, Miss Anakin. We're just discussing where we take our picture, right then? Well, that's good then. Good thing you guys weren't talking about something off topic, like gossip. That'd be pretty embarrassing use of your time, right off the bat. Especially considering you're currently the subject of some fairly humorous gossip, aren't you, Mr. Nito? I'm washing away with shame from his words. I look at Bennett, I can see he feels it as well. If the air around someone needs clearing, clear it yourself. Heidigan has a point. Maybe once a friendship is established, I can learn more about it. Alright, off you go. And remember to get your assignment done by the end of the week. The room empties out slowly. Most of my peers still chatting and discussing their plans for the assignment. Before I can continue with Ben about our project, the Stu-Co president already packed up and exiting the room. Guess we'll talk later then. I'll wave goodbye to my new favorite teacher and head off to the class. Walking in a history class for the first time, it's about what I expected it to look like. Pictures of historical figures, small relics in various regions, and cartography of the earth during the stages of continental drift. Though I noticed there's a distinct lack of teachers in the class. Must be finishing up their lunch, I assume. Well, better to get a seat now before they're all taken. Eeny, meeny, miny, this one. Sit on my seat and choose my desk and pull out my book and notebook along with a pencil. Look at that, we came ready for this class, but didn't come ready for art. As the classroom fills with more and more students, it becomes a blur of vibrant scales. After a few minutes pass, and I'm still wondering where the teacher is. The suddenness of the door slamming open stops any and all noise. It's quiet enough to hear a pin drop. Figure walks into the classroom and Sully? Sully's the teacher? There's no shot. There's no way. Oh, sweet heaven, no. Stands there and stares down at everyone menacingly. He's the history teacher, too? Thanks for walking me to my classroom, Sully. Of course. Oh, thank Raptor Jesus he isn't her teacher. The Raptor woman adjusts her glasses as she scans the room before looking down at the paperwork in her hands. Proclaim. Looks like we'll have some late arrivals, but let's get down to business. I know that I introduced myself yesterday, but for any of those who weren't here, her momentary glances at me makes me believe Sully told her about my absence. My name is Miss Proclaim, and this is history class. In this course, we are learning about the history of our primal ancestors and their advancements through history. Even say it'll be like going back in time. Doesn't that sound exciting? Despite Despite her admittedly forced enthusiasm, everybody in class responds with an uninterested murmur. Not sure why though, this all sounds exciting. Sigh. She walks over to her desk and places it down a pile of folders before flipping through her own special version of a history book. With the click of the button, she turns on the projector to reveal a prepared slideshow for today's lecture. To learn about the extensive history of Saurians and their culture is something I've yearned for. If we can turn your books to page 36, we'll begin the first chapter detailing the earliest interactions between the Saurians and hominids. Hope I did that right. Oh, that sounds interesting. I think I jinxed myself. Polar opposite of Idegen's photography class, or an introduction to class engaging at first, things have slowed down to an unbearably slow crawl. Yeah, that's history. I scan over the introductory text of the first chapter. Despite the tension between the two groups, human settlers of the New World will continue to make overtures of trade with native velociraptor tribes. Pretty sure I've read this line 3 times now. Turn my eyes away from the page, hoping to blink away from the boredom. I look up to see the teacher staring down at various papers on her desk with laser focus. I must have stared too long though, because I ended up locked staring in contest with Bachman. She raises an eyebrow at me. Okay, then write down notes on pages 3 through 7 of the discovery of the New World. Without even fully comprehending the words before me, I'm copying the page down to the letter in my notebook. As a minor, I didn't recall everything that's happening so far in my new classmates. Ben carries himself with a lot of refinement, and is easily my first pick as photography partner. But that Mia girl, she doesn't seem to want to make friends. Of course, I could have figured that out from the cold look she gave me yesterday, not to mention a rude hand gesture. David's really friendly. Even a bit too enthusiastic sometimes. Even though my encounter was brief, I can tell she's dependable. My progress is making friends is pretty good, all things considered. But then there's Olivia. So far, she's an enigma, coupled with the apparent history she has with the others, it makes me all the more curious about her. I said it would be a bad idea to get invested, but at the end, it's effectively gossiping. Hearsay. This had come to be something that shocked me, but what do we have here, Miss Halford? Sudden voice of Miss Proctor snaps me out of my thoughts. I lay my head to the teacher looking down. Oh, Olivia's here. Wait a minute, Olivia's here too. Yeah, so I'm like, oh wait a minute. Halford? Oh, that's her painting in the fucking thing. It all adds up. You know, we haven't shared not 1 but 2 classes with Olivia. I was so jaded from trying to read the textbook that I didn't even notice the girl in the wheelchair. She sits in the front row diagonally from me. I don't think she's noticed the strange twist of fate herself. Already the second day of school and they're already doodling in class again. I used to pick up a piece of paper from Olivia's desk. Can't tell what they are from where I'm sitting. Listen, Olivia, I know history isn't the most exciting subject to learn, but can you at least pretend that you're taking notes? The only response I hear from Olivia is a heavy sigh before we get back down, and her head back down. Our teacher returns to sulking in the room. Olivia hunches over the notebook. Although I don't think those things are notes she's taking, one of them, something like a totalitarian teacher patrolling the room. It's an attempt to get all of us to focus, but fighting a losing battle to keep my eyelids from shutting. My jaw is clenched tight to suppress the loud yawn building up inside, even as Mrs. Puckman sulks right past me. It's just before my drowsiness takes over me, I notice in a moment at the corner of my eye. Classmate glances up at the teacher, whose eyes roving over the opposite side of the room. I scribble something down, the paper is then folded in a neat little N. I watch the person next to me carefully unfolds a sheet and scribbles on it before folding it and passing it along again. We're passing notes. Let's go. But participating, does that make me a slacker? The student on my side makes his move to toss the note over. Miss Procklin starts turning around right then. She flinches and drops the hot potato on my desk in a flash. I nearly slam my own paper on the page cover from the site. Miss Procklin continues to lecture about how raptors and humans eventually started to get along because they traded narcotic leaves or something like that. It always comes back to the weed. How to make world peace. Weed. Now, I lift my paper and luckily there's plenty of space left as far as everyone else is drawn. Not so solid attempt at a race car, the rough sketches of someone's eye, a bunch of doodles, named in various stylized fonts described as graffiti. And of course, it's not high school, somebody draws a piece. This Procklin spine coming off of her. Yeesh, better not get caught with this one. That being said, I'm drawing blank. What should I draw? I don't know exactly draw today. Drawing stuff like this, but others is a nice gesture. Maybe I'll take a break and do sleep a bit. Although I don't know anything about her. It couldn't hurt to try, yeah? I think a few things to sketch out here. Let's see. Oh, we get the draw? Hold on. What do we draw? Shit. What do we draw? Fitting song. I like this song. It's chill lo-fi beat. Let's draw the ray gun. How's that sound? We'll do the Mark 1. So it's kind of like, yeah, it kind of has like a tipped out point like that. Connects to like a stem. Goes across like that. And then it has like some rings. Yeah, like that. Just not as horrible looking. And it curves. And then you got the big old lump. Goes around like that. Straightens out. It comes up. Goes up some. Gotta pull that up like that. And then pull that there and then up. Yeah, there we go. Then we're going to outline that. And that's the lever. It has a thing here. Goes up and around like that with the arrow. And there's the point. Yep. And then there's like the... There we go. Yeah, kind of like the stage things like that. I know it has a little pointer thing too. I cannot draw with a mouse. I need a pen so bad. I know it has like little grips on it. And it has like a bar thing that sits on the back of it too, like that. There we go. Yeah, that looks cool. Can we do the Mark II? I barely looked at the Mark II enough. Ray gun Mark I is iconic. You. That's peak ray gun right there. Clearly. I don't know what else to draw. Thunder gun is just literally like a brick with a big circle. It has like 4 tubes on the back to shoot out air. Thank God this is a decent sized eraser. Oh no, I erased some of the... No! Oh well. I think we'll just stick to the ray gun. Done. Didn't have a lot of room to really work with, but I'm surreptitiously admire my work effort. I have a long way to go, but it feels like I'm being mauled by other doodles. Alright, although your shirt like this. This broccoli is still turned around, alright? Slick the paper over Olivia's shoulder. How are you reaching it over Olivia's shoulder if you're across from it? Unless you're like directly across. And here we go. Bit tricky and I hesitate, but paper meets its destination. Covered from how she was acting earlier. Tail is even sway side to side. Oh, it's wagging. Oh. Alright. Now she's gonna see my sketch and possibly think I'm cool. She looks disappointed as shit. She's not turning around. Well, why would she, idiot? Uh-oh, I'll be taking that. Proctor snatches the paper from Olivia's claws as she holds it in her arms out. Takes a glance at the paper and a small crack of smile appears on her face before going back to the stoic physique. So, this is how you view me, Miss Halford? Proctor holds up the paper for all of us to see. Everyone in the class does their best to avoid a persecuting gaze. I know most of you were a part of this as well. Look, I'm not asking for much. Please do your assignment while you're in my class. It's the least you can do. I'm just passing a note, one at a time. She wasn't even paying attention. Yeah, how come all of us are in trouble? Notice Proctor looking down at Olivia for a moment before letting it aside feet. Look, since it's only the second day, I'll let this one slide, but I'm warning you now that I won't be so lenient next time it happens. Otherwise, you'll end up like the last who decided to be disrupted during class. What happened to him? Get detention slip or something? As Proctor pulls up the window blinds and pushes the window screen open. She then takes out a walkie-talkie. Sully, yep, another hippie. Seat H4. Good job, soldier. Now, if we can, let's continue. We're on the second floor. I sink back in my seat and continue writing. Mainly out of unadulterated fear and experiencing the same wrath of the teacher. Man, now I feel guilty for Olivia. I was the one to pass her a note after all. Maybe I shouldn't have tried. Well, I can apologize to her after class. Miss Proctor places the note and continues her lecture for another half hour. 10 minutes of class left, I see Proctor look at the clock above the door. I then notice Olivia grabbing her attention as if she already knew what was going to say to her. Teacher nods her head. Olivia grabs her backpack and shoves all her things into it. Silently, she wheels herself to the door, opens it, and rolls out. The teacher must have noticed me watching her leave. Accommodations. Well, there's no chance of saying sorry to her. Feeling defeated, I decide to focus on writing my notes for the rest of the time left. Although I do wonder. She must have noticed my doodle. Did she just ignore it then? Bro, what is she gonna do? Hug time? Yes. Yes. Class comes and goes and I head back to the metro. Another day, another dollar. Although this time I passed them mini breakfast burritos. After how bad they messed me up during phys ed yesterday, I don't want my stomach to endure torture again. Instead, I got a few hash browns from a fast food joint by the metro. I idly scroll through my feed, as I usually do, while the metro jostles me to my destination. It's been a long few days, and now the strange scent of extremely cheap detergent and alcohol have become an afterthought. After some vines are actually plastic, the flowers are little air fresheners. It's not actually something I noticed, more so witnessed when a passenger tried eating one. Some of the vines are real though, and for some reason they go untouched anyways. Maybe they're just not tasty. Vegetarians don't eat grass in their lawns after all, right? Huh? Anyways, Lights have gone out and someone's dropped a wrecking ball next to me. Must be Mr. Ferris. Yep. Good morning, Uncle. Good morning. Has work been going fine? It has, slowly. But I'm very thorough. Made the idea of a place of learning not being an ideal place to learn. And I appreciate our talks. Your perspective has really helped me understand the student body more. You're welcome. Hey, have you given any more thought to the fashion thing? I have, although I can't really get it. There's plenty to see everywhere if you look around. Really? Like what? Well, look at the girl on the other side of the car there. It's rather revealing. I don't think that's really for me. I love my wife. I mean, just as an example. Well, that's an event coming up. I could see about trying something. What would you recommend? That's a good question. What would be a good use of it? In my inner eye, I conceptualize the coolest possible Ferris. The fresh machines going on full throttle. First sunglasses. His eyes may be a little too far apart for that. However, beanie. Okay, we're putting in a beanie. Moving on. Big guns. Fresh jacket. They're the coolest possible. Wait a minute, bro. Wait a minute. Can I hide that, bro? What are we doing to poor Mr. Ferris? Miss Nito, I'm sorry, just thinking. Why didn't you start with... We get to suggest what he wears? I think we should give him the sunglasses. I don't think the beanie looked good on him. I mean, the jacket could work too. Since he's trying to find something that's more casual, like his niece's suggestion, maybe the jacket. Really now. Those all sound rather expensive. Yeah, they are. You know what? Try a gold chain necklace. What? Yeah, just make sure it's appropriate size so it doesn't look silly. Bro's trying to tell him to look like H-Box. Just wear a gold chain. Alright, I'll take your word for it. You sure talk about a lot of fashion, though. Is that really all everything's about these days? Oh, of course not. What do you want to talk about? What's YOLO? I've heard the term thrown around recently. But that was like 5 years ago. Oh. My one friend has a habit of all the time trying to bring back dead memes like that. Oh, I'm gonna bring it back in style. No, you ain't. Let it go. Contemporary urban slang until we rhyme. Stop. Art. Mr. Anakin has just started talking about our first project for the class. As soon as he said a word, Olivia's head shot up. Her gray eyes sparkled with excitement. A smile threatened to crush the perpetual frown etched on their stout. The girl vibrates in her seat as she waves her arms in the air trying to get the teacher's attention. Anakin's own smile was strained as he and Olivia engaged in a staring contest with one another. I can only marvel as these two argued with each other without a single word. Eventually, Anakin won by turning off the lights and turning on the cheap projector hanging from the ceiling. And playing the safety video about paint that felt too graphic for a school setting. I don't think I'll be able to eat barbecue for a while. Thoroughly defeated, Olivia crosses her arms and pouts in her seat. And that is why we won't be using any more exotic materials for any projects, Miss Alfred. Maybe I should have skipped breakfast entirely. I still don't see the problem. Once you've all been handed proper safety handling course in the second semester, you'll be allowed to use oil-based paints. Until that time, however, all assignments will require safer supplies. Now that we've pivoted to this, might as well finish the full video. Oh, she takes a sip of her trusty Vault 13 canteen. Owing to herself, she grabs a metal flask and drinks from it. The entire display from her was mystifying, at odds with how Ben and Liz described Olivia. In fact, it was kind of remind me of me. I understand why. After all, Anakin was letting Ben and I use some of his equipment for photography. That thrill of experimentation, new possibilities. No doubt that brings a creative sparkle to her eye. She's glaring at me, eyes with pure malice as they glare daggers my way. Oh, was I staring? Oops. She rolls up to Anakin's desk. He leans forward intently. Can't make out anything that's said through video. The occasional glare back, it's not hard to imagine. Crap, I really didn't mean to offend. Anakin notices I'm watching, emotions need to come forward. Slowly, I shift to my seat and approach the desk. I'm in trouble. Alright, something going on here? Anakin speaks to a hushed tone, just loud enough for me to hear over the makeshift ante. Olivia's telling me you're making goofy faces at her. No, I said he's been staring at me all through class. Huh. It's weird, like you've never seen someone like me. Can't you move into a different seat? Hold on a sec. Goofy faces? Olivia, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I'm sure that's just a misunderstanding. Mr. Anakin. Screen. Do we enable the saucy images? There's 2 in the game. They're not really that bad. I don't know. She fishes out the canteen of water and brings it to her mouth. You're giving a lot of leeway when it comes to seat assignment, but asking her for something like this? I just want him to leave me alone. She sips again. I bet it's not even water, but she got drunk. Well then, Inko, you tell us. What's on your mind? Can't have disagreements between classmates this early in the year. I'm confused. I didn't know there were any disagreements between us. Well, sometimes it's the little things that you do that you don't even think about that affect people the most. Anything like that come to mind? I shake my head. Olivia's glare doesn't diminish away from my field of view. I mean, I've been a bit curious about her since we sat next to each other. And I'm friends with some of her friends. We all sat together at lunch yesterday. Anakin nods to himself thoughtfully. Sounds like he just wants to hang out, Olivia. Face scrunches at the mere thought. Not really interested. It's distracting me from my classwork. I want to watch the video without being gawked at. Sorry, I didn't mean it. Does that resolve your issue for you, Olivia? No, I don't want to be somebody in this class. There's a turning canteen upside down. All out. Maybe we can go fill that up if you want. You won't be missing anything. The video's nothing you don't already know, I'm sure. Anakin sighs. Alright. He's back in his chair, his arm resting behind his head. Inko, I told you yesterday the air needs clearing to do self. Now she's in a mood because you were staring at her like a weirdo. And here I thought you two would get along. She even gave you that sketch she made of you. Truly, I'm impressed, but here we are. What's going on, big guy? Again, sorry. I'm pretty busy a few days. Yeah, I've gotten a cool friend group. We'll all sit together at lunch. Olivia's there too. She didn't sing much, but I got her soda. I don't know why she's so upset at me. It's nothing personal, Inko. It's not. She's... Tissin', especially when it comes to change. If you're at your lunch period too, I can see why she'd be worried of you. You don't mind me asking, Mr. Anakin, yes? Why's she so open with you? How do you mean? Just now she spoke more in that conversation than all of our other times I've seen her yesterday. Saw the canteen, I figured it's something to do with her voice, but it's surprising. Her water bottle is the other way around. It's unfortunate she really rarely talks at all. And I guess she just really trusts me. I've known her since she was a freshman. She seemed to gravitate towards art and how I taught it, and soon enough I took her under my wing. But she lives with Damien, right? He's at the lunch table and she still barely talks to him. Poor kid. Hope he's doing alright. Seems to be alright. But yeah, she's distant to everyone. So I keep hearing weird things about her. Anakin leans forward, his chair is suddenly attentive. Is this about you gossiping with Ben yesterday? See, he knew. He freaking knew. Read me like a book. A bit. He showed up at the table and said something about her being the same after she left. Probably some drama there, but I don't want to pry. Also, Liz told me some weird things too. He stops knowing. I know her. Is something wrong? No. She just said I shouldn't get invested in being her friend. Everyone's being real weird about it, so I was curious myself. Guess that's why I was looking at a weird side. Anakin rubs his temples. Ay. It's worse than I thought. What is? I'll put it this way. You met 3 people that know Olivia, other than me. Of the 3, one thinks highly of her, and the other 2 start unloading drama on anyone willing to listen. In this case, you. No wonder you're confused. I hadn't thought of it like that. I don't blame you. You shouldn't be involved in anything stupid. High schoolers, you know? I guess. Anakin inhales, collecting his thoughts. Important question, then. Do you really want to be Olivia's friend? Huh? I mean, I guess. The judging eyebrows raised my way. Are you really? Or just curious about it? Seems pretty serious about this. Yes. And then Olivia returns to class and rolls right back up to the desk. Back. Have you changed his desk yet? Anakin nudges his head towards me expectantly, prodding me on. I'm sorry I distracted you during class, Olivia. Ugh. She looks at Anakin and gets a similar nod. Sure. I mean, you're welcome. And thanks. Shit. But, no, really, I don't want to be distracted. Come on now, Olivia. The least you can do is give him another chance. You never know. I don't really want to know. I get he's like friends with Damien, but I really don't want to, you know? Not in this class. But I'd like to be your friend. She stops and raises an eyebrow. A lot going around recently. She was expecting this response. She looks to Anakin for help. Actually, Olivia, I also think he'd make a good friend for you. She's angry about that. What? His words were a little battering ram. I'm simply saying to give Inco a chance. I could almost see the imaginary bulwark she hid behind slowly crumbling from what Anakin was saying. You're both quite similar at heart, though you may have different methods. Perhaps you'll find some compromise, and behind cynicism and naivety, you can work together. While the last fragment of the imaginary flow just collapses, Olivia can only look at the art teacher, timid confusion painted across her features. Well, I don't. Are you for real, Mr. Anakin? I am. He's actually in another class of mine. I've seen him. He's passionate about cameras like you are with a brush. And I do expect great things from him. Okay. Sorry, I really thought, oh. Oops, she accidentally bit her tongue. Mouth clamped shut. It's just my opinion. You can make your own choices. She nods furiously. It moves about that, and you need to get back to your seats. You good here? Olivia side-eyes me again and nods once more. Alright. He motions for us to skedaddle. Olivia backs away to a spot Thanks, Mr. Arkin. For what? I just gave an opinion. I'm serious. It's up to you two if you want to be best friends. Or friends. But don't screw it up. He raised me up again and gets up to flip the lights on. Back in my seat and stare absent-mindedly at the project screen as I digested Anakin's words. He said he only gave his opinion, but seems he also gave me an opportunity to take the right steps in connecting with you. You know what he said about her being passionate with the brush, it's gotten me even more curious about her artistic prowess. Speaking of whom, I noticed that she occasionally gives me a side eye. I don't think she can see my eyes due to dim lighting from my shades. Always wearing shades. I wear my sunglasses at night before night. She stares at me with a sense of strange curiosity, almost as if she's trying to get me to read from my face alone. And from what I can tell by her facial cues, she seems confused and almost shaken up. She wants to say something but keeps on backing away at the last second. I guess her mind is also adjusting from Anakin's words. As the lights switch on, I feel my retina burn for bright lamps, even with my sunglasses. Alright, normally the first week we'd be doing something simple like a color swatch wheel. However, I think all of you can manage something a bit more advanced. The other girl's head looked around and word advanced. Whatever Olivia is thinking before regarding me seems to be forgotten. Focus almost entirely on the teacher. Mr. Anakin holds up a stack of papers for us to see. First things first, I'd like you all fill out topic sheets so I know you understand how to safely handle oil-based paints. Last thing we need is another burnt-down classroom. What? The way Anakin says those words makes me imagine some pretty horrible outcomes. Once you finish your sets, bring them to me so I can review them. I'll be giving you a permission sheet after I know you lot won't set yourselves on fire or poison yourselves. The Alistair guy in front of me hands back the stack. I take a page from it and hand it the rest of the Diplo girl behind me. I scan over the sheet. What grade of masks do snouts longer than 3 inches required? And realization hits me. I didn't see the first half of that video. My eyes scan over the page and I groan when I see questions I have no answers for. All of them pertaining to dinosaur anatomy. The teacher looks directly at me and then to the side. I try to decipher his meaning, follow his eyes. Oh. Turn in my seat and then close to Olivia. Hey, what? What now? What? What is... I'm not gonna let you draw. What the hell? I see that she already answered the questions I couldn't. Olivia groans and looks at Anakin pleadingly. All she gets troubles is thumbs up. Fine. Here. She holds out her sheet for me. Wait, isn't this cheating? Our teacher wouldn't. When did he get to his desk? Why does he have a sleeping bags? I look over the answers and still learn the safety procedures. Either that or he doesn't care. I copy the words on the little sheet, doing my best to at least phrase them. Copy it, but kind of make it look like your own. So my classmates already walking up to Anakin's desk, barely reading the pages, not even taking the sleeping mask off. Thanks, Libby. Whatever. Finishes page in a few seconds and wheels herself to her desk. Last answer I'm fairly confident in. Like what flashpoint means. I get up and go to Anakin's desk and set the assignment down. Good, here's your permission slip to use hazardous paints. Even bottom of my worksheet. Lifts the eye mask from his face and looks at me. Well, most of this stuff doesn't apply to you. Just don't drink paint or get it in your eyes and you'll be okay. We chugging that shit like big gulp. Speaking of that, before we even continue, I need to refill. Attaboy, now get back to your desk and wait for the class day. Chug some paint, chat. Tomorrow I'll be starting you all on something simple, like painting a cube or a ball. Yeah, model dodgeball painting. Yeah, Mess drops down and return to my seat. It's 5 minutes until lunch. He's back to leering at me. Consider what I should do. Say some sort of icebreaker. I can similar, and I can see some of what it means. But I'm a photographer and she's a painter. So a cubist and a dadaist walk into a bar. Have a good lunch now. There's things in her backpack, not carrying, but a notebook gets crushed. When she zips up, she races out of the classroom because she doesn't want to get caught in the chaos of the lunchroom stampede. Friends are shuffling along the wall, wading around the lunchroom. Hey, why don't you go through the courtyard? It's right next to the table. Damn it. Next time. Hey, wasn't there a palm tree or something by that table now? Never seen one with a trunk that green. I get around the last of the crowd and approach the table. Damien's here, chowing down on a sandwich stacked with various meats. And like yesterday, Olivia's already at the table. Hey Damien, do you see Liz? Thought she was joining us for lunch. Not a word. Damien points to the palm trees next to us. Oh crap, that's not a tree. Head in the rafters, prodding at the vines of the ceiling. That neck is long. Anyways. Hey Liz. Hey Yanko. Couldn't see you from up here until I heard you. Well, guess I'll go ahead and get my food from the vending machines again. A couple cans of soda, 2 bags of chips, and a few candy bars. It's like when the teacher asks and you brought enough candy for everyone. Only now it's true. Get your pouch and distribute them. Lily gets her share, but she doesn't say anything. Oh, sweet. Well, thank you, Inko. Damien, if you could be so kind. Already on it. Damien cracks open a can of soda just as Liz lowers her head. Novelty soda caps, snoop kissed. No problemo. Liz head cranes back up to the top of the ceiling, continues eating the village. So, Nico, how's your day been so far? It's been pretty decent, I'd say. I'm still looking for photography since Ben will show me some good photo spots. Cool. It just nods as he continues to munch on his sandwich. I think he's zoned out halfway through my sentence. Oh, and also, Liz helped me submit my contest entry. Awesome. Can always rely on Liz to help you out. Flattery will get you nowhere, Damien. Just saying the honest truth. Liz entered the contest too. Everyone must be trying to win the cash prize. The money's okay. Well, the real prize is having your submission featured on the sponsor's magazine cover and in featured art. How is she still articulate? You have any idea how great that looks on a resume? Like I can probably get a scholarship with that alone. Well, you really got this all planned out. What did you submit? We'll swallow the salad and then huge grin. I submitted my best digital art piece. Oh, what's that? Here. Tray set aside so she can bring out her phone and show Damien and me her picture. Village townhouse piece, very rustic and classy. Looks good. Yo, that's cool. He's pogging out again. Thanks. Took me about a week to really blend some of the more fanciful elements into each other. Based off my grandfather's home from the old country. That's amazing. You can't even tell that whole thing's digital art at all. Damien grabs hold of Liz's phone and turns towards Olivia. Hey, Olivia. She jumps up, having something to me relevant to the conversation, and she's just spectating. What? I'm not giving up these chips back. They're mine. I'm just going to show you Liz's entry. Olivia narrows her eyes over and leans over the image on Liz's phone. She looks up and gives Damien a quick nod before returning to her chips. Damien smiles, falters a little as her minimal response, though he's back to his usual grin as Liz takes back her phone. Well, Liz, I didn't know you were into digital painting. Looks great. Do you plan on being an artist after graduating? Oh, thanks. Well, no, I don't plan on being an artist per se. Plan is to be an antiques dealer, specifically with art. What does that mean? It means she buys the splatter canvases everyone else just uses for money laundering. Or, no, it'll be real deal stuff. There's a real market out there for it. We're going to be taking an AP business class and using the school's prestigious art program. That's actually why I picked this place out. There's a real elite selection of graduates from here. Oh, you're school treasurers too, right? Sure am. I'm doing everything to make sure I'm ready for the real deal. I do love painting though. It's not just an ends to a means. Maybe that's why I want to get into trading. I can get the right people, the right art that they need. That's very thoughtful, huh? I should start thinking about our own future more. I don't know what Olivia thinks about this. It's interests her. Damien is exaggerating, nodding his head up and down. I don't know if he's agreeing with Liz or headbanging to some tune playing in his head. Probably a tune playing in his head. She's looking at her chips pensively. Guess I'm not the only one that's a bit worried on long-term plans after school. We've got a whole year still. What about you, Damien? Don't really have a big goal set. One reason I'm here is because it's close to school to our home. Damien, you know I keep telling you about planning ahead. I know, but I like keeping my options open. So what are you doing in school? I just picked out any of the classes that seem interesting. Though I gotta say, home economics class is pretty fun. I get to make food in class and eat it too. And learning skills in a class like that, perfect husband. Damien, yeah. Wait, what? What? Get back to my point, that art contest. If I win and get that interview, it's an insane advantage. I'll say. By the by, Olivia did submit something for the art contest. She looks away, slightly deflated. No. Really? Oh crap, I might have a chance at it. Hey Liz, this sounds a certain way. Oh, sorry. She lost her helmet too, that's crazy. Didn't mean like that. She rolls her eyes, merely looking back and munching on her chips. Mr. Idekin said you were really into painting. I really liked the portrait you made. Whoa, what? Suspicious leer is now replaced by murderous glitter. Yep, lunch is the perfect time to eat my food. I haven't actually seen any of the real work. only something she's done out of boredom. Olivia's eyes close as she inhales deeply the air of neutrality, returning to her once she reopens them. She looks at me up and down again and does something a little different this time. Can't. What's that mean? Besides, even if I could, they're gonna be looking for the best artists here, so you gotta show that to them with how good your art is. I just don't want them to look at me and feel like they have to give me a reward out of pity. Damon's face is frozen mid-bite, his sandwich losing its meat integrity by the second as he has his eyes split between Olivia and I. I can practically hear the blaring alarm in his head as his brain catches fire and connects dots. I want to be judged for my art, not Olivia struggles to formulate the next words that will sigh. It would just feel undeserved. How? Yeah, how? Damon, shh. Has that ever happened before? Do people really do that? You weren't there for it. Some losers used to even tell me to take advantage of it. Why not? That was a bad move. Dude, seriously. So I can constantly get reminded of myself? So I can't separate myself from my work? So I can get complacent being worse? So I can eventually rely on it? So the playing field can be even? A lot at once. I'm not even sure if I got all that, but I definitely touched a nerve I shouldn't have. No, sorry. Olivia brushes her hair now. Look, I don't want to get awards and praise I have earned. Seriously, not that good. I really wouldn't win. She sighs and takes a long sip of cola. Can I see some of your work? No. Man, she really shouldn't put herself down like that. Getting a lot of students here are crazy and good at art. Some are probably better now than I ever will be. They're just starting. It's pretty scary to think about. I mean, like that landscape of the city near the principal's office. Landscape? Hold on. I took a shot of it. It's a bit tough getting my camera out now with all the books I needed for class in the morning. I laid the contents of my backpack out and my treasured DSLR out last. After finding the shot in question menus, I turned the display towards everyone else so they can see the glamour shot. A freshman made that painting. And just from looking at that, I can see why it won first place. I drew that. Oh. Our name's on it, isn't it? My brain finally connects. Signature of the mural. That was you? Is it that much of a shocker to you? Quite a bit, yeah. It looks amazing. I mean, it's whatever. Had to have some dumb guy help me out. So it isn't like I was the one that did it all. So when you say you can't enter, it's because you've already won once? Yeah, basically. She looks away from us, eating her chips in silence. Her expressions being one's worst critic, but I never expected Olivia to kick herself this hard. I'm only kicking myself thrice over just thinking of the last part. What's something wrong with us? Did she bite her tongue or something? Why is she imitating one of those picture plants now? So that look, long neck. Better spirits is all. You're making it weird. Don't make it weird. But it ages, Lily. To really think Randy like Inky here got you to open up like this in just 2 days. Gestures to me. What do you do, man? The question freezes. Damon's thoughtless comments have thrust her into self-awareness. And she's gone. Did give a warning. Yeah. As a society, she has made good progress. As lunch was spent talking Liz's art process. They went to let you know to try to bring Olivia back into the conversation, but no one had any idea where she'd gone. Still, part of me thinks she wants to talk. Why doesn't she? Settling a question for another time as Olivia's departure seems a signal to the end of lunch. Melissa's and Damien's wave goodbye. And the trash at the table, including everything I removed from my backpack. Darn it. Since Park, there's Adikin gives Ben and I the green light to walk around the campus. Ben shows me around to see his prime photo spots as such, and becomes my impromptu tour guide. It's actually pretty neat to see parts of the school I haven't explored yet until now. Places like the music hall, recreational pool are most interesting to see. Sounds like somebody's. No wonder why Ben is eager to show me these views are impeccable. While he's explaining the image he has in his head, my mind still wanders back to Olivia. I wonder what I did to make her express herself so much. Inko? Huh? Banger song again. I was asking if to be available sometime this weekend to take photos. Oh, I'm free on Saturday. Thanks for meeting up back here. Sounds good. As we head back to class, I begin to think there's something I can do in history class. Back in history class, Miss Procklin continues prattling on. After the offensive that left the entire city of Triceratops destroyed, the Cothenian hegemony was defeated, bringing the end to their crimes against both Dino and humankind. With that, the Dino-Human War came to an end and peace finally declared after 10 years of strife. Of course, there was only a matter of rebuilding and dousing all those fires still burning, as well as what to do with the bodies, and she's yapping right there. Brocklin's lecture, extremely strong cultural connections, but man, it's boring. Yep. Ahead of me, Olivia's returned to her desk, sullen, deflated gloom. She's not glaring back at me, so she's probably over whatever that was. Or she still doesn't know I'm here. Boy, would that be entertaining to see. Assuming I don't end up in a mechanical pencil jam through my lens. That's possible. The other students are similarly bored. It'll be like a review sheet on the end of the week. There is, of course, no note passing today. Sprockman's effort yesterday must still be on their minds. There won't be any more chances given, and even though she doesn't seem like threatening on her own, the consequences will be dire. Especially if she can call Sully over her own personal enforcer. There's something no getting around it. This is just a period we all have to sit through. And there isn't even a solidarity to be had in our shared misery. That's similar to reality of high school history class. The only saving grace is that she isn't talking around the room looking for us to do something wrong. Instead, we're being lectured at. My hand mechanically copies down whatever she's written on the board. And while I should be paying attention to what Miss Procklin is saying, I'm more than certain we'll be reading the exact same things in our heavy textbook, so my eyes wander away from her and the board scan over my peers. I notice just a bit of movement ahead of me. What's she up to now? Lawyer folds a sheet of notebook paper and passes it discreetly. Then she licks her fingers and runs it along the cease, gently pulls. Paper rips that seems silent. Oh, is she really risking it? Is she even going to gain? It's just a note-passing game. If she feels bad she got caught for yesterday. Oh boy. Olivia passes the note to her left. The student next to her raises an eyebrow, surprisingly takes the note. Immediately passes it on without looking. One by one, my classmates pass me the note and on to the next. But dares open the note and write something in it. I'm surreptitiously kept tracking the note in the corner of my eye and makes a circuit around the room. Thankfully, Miss Prockling's eyes are focused on the board while I tap on the shoulder. As I feel the edge grind against my earlobe, I chew on my lip. A hiss of pain contained, probably unintentional, but the paper cut still stings bad, especially in such a fleshy part. My fingers toy with a bundle of paper are now at my desk. No one has ever had that bothered with. I wouldn't exactly call it an empty canvas, but there could be potential here. Crumpling noise beneath my fingertips must have been unfolded while I've been thinking. Looking at the sole doodle on the sheet, I see a pretty simple rat drawing with a very realistic hand giving a thumbs up. There's plenty of space this time. Sprockling is preoccupied in front, I doubt she'll even notice. Temptation is there, making my fingers finally getting a real chance to do something fun. In fact, a perfect idea of mine to catch Olivia's attention. She's not uncompassionate, but Miss Procklin has a lot less tolerance for horseplay in her class. I wouldn't get the chance. And going by Coach Sully's one chance policy, and those guys aren't even considering playing along, that makes me concerned for Olivia. I could just hold on to the note and give it back after class, and Olivia would never even know. Don't think she even knows that I'm in this class. I'm a drawer on a half pipe. That sounds baller. I will happily take another dodgeball for that. Most likely would have a little risk. Said something about a single continent movement. Time to draw. This time it's going basically a stick figure. Just a doodle. I also don't know how to draw a wheelchair. And yeah, it looks more like an abstract depiction of a bow-legged T-Rex than what I wanted. Oops, I'll have to do it. And check over one last time and conceptualize the importance. Oh well, I pass the note forward carefully, not to note by the teacher. Obi takes the note over his shoulder once more, not checking it. Seems to deflate a bit, opening up the note, probably because of all the blank space. Doesn't look like she recognizes whatever I did. Maybe I should talk to her about it after class. I don't know, it seems like an okay thing to do. She should just pass the note again. What? Once more, the process of students taking the note, passing it along without looking at it. Although this time a little more collectively annoying. Probably wouldn't go around again. In fact, the lady is sending the note around again. Nobody's going to change their mind and draw something down. Is this desperation? Thought force? Whatever it is, the note's coming my way again. A rat with a flamethrower from Olivia. Although this time I'll draw about adding myself to the sketch on a half pipe. Stuff is a stick figure. No use trying to go outside my skill for a note passing game. Yeah, I'm liking this. Maybe I should also make Miss Parkland isn't looking my way. Guess she's not looking now. Look. Alright, time to pass this on. Passing it forward once more. Olivia pinches the note between her two fingers, still not looking back. Checks the note, looks a bit down again. She glances up the corner I've drawn in. Wreck. I fall out on my seat from a sudden loud noise. There's a moment of unwavering silence before a voice speaks out. Miss Halford. Maybe I shouldn't have passed that note. Yeah. I saw a spider. Sighs, muttering to himself and turning attention back to writing more notes on the board. Looking at her floor, I think she managed to chip. As soon as the Proclaim turns around to continue teaching, Olivia's going to send a note. Turns to look at me once more, hesitating, and then flicks the note in my direction. Completely misses me. Try to catch it midair, but it ends up slamming up in my face onto the desk and get it. Miss Unita looked What was that noise? Teacher probably meant foot stomping. I found that spider miss. Teacher grimaces. Better be cleaned up at the end of the class, Mr. Nito. Yes, ma'am. I breathe a sigh of relief as my excuse weathers Miss Prockling's stare. She turns a few pages in the textbook lying on her desk, instructing the class to do the same as she searches for something. She's distracted and finally see what Olivia drew. There's no surprisingly detailed dodgeball whistling towards my stick head. I want to be upset, but I find myself admiring her motionless. Seriously, she could be animated. I mull over what to add and settle on giving a large rat sunglasses as well. After a few seconds later, it looks twice as cool as before. I look into Olivia, pondering how to get it back to her. The sinister idea comes to mind. Her hood hangs open and the rest of her back. It's a tough shot, but bingo. Scratches the back of her neck and finds a note. It's back with squinted eyes, judging my intent and scanning foul play. She has something at me. Question, I think. But I'm not the most apt lip reader. Especially when lips aren't human. Yep. She unfolds a page. Seconds later, she's already added a new sketch and folded it up. Alright, decidedly non-romantic. I don't know what she thinks of the cat this time. Miss Halpert, you knew now. Everyone else may take the last 5 minutes to start their homework. That's a W, honestly, starting your homework that early. Maybe take her time to package your supplies and go on as a paranoia, and now it's just plain confusion, as if I wouldn't play a dual game thing with her. You know, she wheels out of the room. I notice her eyes are still on me. Give her a wave goodbye, and she seems shocked by that, turning her head and finally passing through the doorway. Right then, homework. Oh crap. Only nice card needed. Pretty good reason the teacher didn't want us slacking out during class. 5 minutes of spent trying to read the second chapter in its entirety. We missed our homework. Oops. Considering all the stuff, it felt like a waste just tossed away. Everything's safely packed away in my shoulder and backpack out the room. And now I get why Olivia gets to leave class early. The halls are so packed and chaotic that once class ends, as I'm being pushed around by rowdy students headed towards the next classes. Once school ends, it's even worse. When I saw it yesterday, it was something else. The word riptide comes to mind. Waiting around a few minutes, the flow died down. Looks like it's just going to be my routine now. Passed by a few more art displays on my way to stairs and back down the first floor. This isn't the art wing, but there's still a bunch of displays up. Maybe there simply isn't enough space. Something presses into my chest, make me stop. It's Olivia holding her arm out to stop me. She's still staring at me, no less suspiciously. Her jaw opens, but no sound comes out. She realizes her hand is still out and retracts awkwardly, indecisively darting between her hoodie pocket and her armrest. Expecting something? Could have told me, huh? That you were in Miss Prockling's class too. Could have mentioned that. Sorry, I guess I was sort of aiming for a bit of dramatic reveal there. She brushes her hair and said, "Oh, whatever. Later, I guess." Why'd you stop me out here? She stops from her chair, turned, gray eyes contemplating the dirty floor. I don't really get you. Her eyes turn back to me, and now I can see the nervousness in her pupils. Why do you care? Why indeed? Well, I guess the main reason is I want to be friends. With me, though? Sure. There's tiny moments in which I saw the Gator Girl hyper-animate come to mind, and I can't help but smile. Small shows of just genuine feelings. I think Mr. Eichen was right, honestly. Olivia hums in disagreement, finally turning away. Crap, maybe that was too forward of me. I swing my backpack around so I can reach inside. I still have that note. Note? With the with what? With the doodles from class right now? What? Just figured you want it. It's fun filling it out. Just as I'm about to pull out my binder, the gator girl looks back at me and shakes her head. It's just doodles. I'm gonna throw it out. Keep it. And it's so important. For the briefest second, I swore I saw a mouthful of a tiny smile. And now it's back to looking neutral. Didn't notice the school had elevators. I don't want people using them. She flashes a key from her pocket, so it's a part of her accommodation. This makes sense. But now the hallway's cleared up a bit. The elevator rides and Olivia rolls in. She moves her arm to push the button and jams the key into the slot. What's that look for? You coming? Oh. We get to ride the elevator. Let's go. It's just an inspection lazily plastered above the floor. Something really safe. Shrugs. What's the worst thing that can happen? Our legs break? She eyes me with a smirk. This may have been a mistake. Good job. It's pretty slow. Relax, dude. This is normal. Alright, this is normal. This thing's jolting around like it's about to drop us any second. Completely normal. Lily casually rolls behind me. Somehow I sense it with a degree of superiority. Anyway, see you later. Oh, yeah. See you. Olivia rolls around the corner and I'm lifting my legs. My senses return to me and I start making my way to the metro station. As I make the journey home, it strikes me how much progress I made with Olivia. It's definitely still awkwardness phase, but I can see it's opening up a little bit. It's starting to become amusing, seeing her get confused by my friendly gestures. All in all, I got a pretty good feeling about this. Liz and Ben are sure overreacting now. I'll be sure to tell them all about it. A week into September has come and gone, and I'm finally acclimated at St. Lamar. And you know what? I think that's going to be a good place to save for the next stream. We've been at this now for 3 hours. Kind of a crazy run. Thank you to everybody who tuned in tonight. Let's see here. Let's see who are we going to raid. Absolutely loving this so far. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I'm going to be uploading these in the segments on the YouTube as well. And then we can continue on trucking with the story there. Let's see if anybody else is hugging that gator. Let's see who else is live besides us. Not many in the category. Who's alive right now is my friend. Secondary colors, Cannon Red. Randoms, yep. Randoms only bracket. Crazy. Right in the Cannon Red. Fix my dock here real quick, thank you. Plug that back in. Raid. Go and raid Cannon Red, everybody. One of my co-casters. You guys are the absolute best. Thank you to everybody who tuned in tonight. You guys are the absolute best. Thank you guys for the support of the series and everything. Hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, peace.